A time change in a week off brings us to Grayson County High School for district play continuing. The goal is simple. Grayson County win, and they're pretty much in the playoffs. A loss, and they're going to need a lot of help. Ohio County is on the docket for the Cougars tonight. Another edition of Thursday Night Football. And a good evening and welcome to Cougar Stadium for the second to last time here this season. Sam Gormley, as this is the Locker Room Show here on K105 and K105 Digital Productions. Coming up here on our Locker Room Show, we're going to introduce you to both the 3-4 Grayson County Cougars and the 1-6 Ohio County Eagles. As Ohio County enters with that 1-6 record, their lone win on the season came against Muhlenberg County, which was by a final score of 38-26. Last time out, the Eagles, they lost to Graves County by a final score of 64-6. Grayson County enters with a 3-4 record. Two of their losses have come when they had a chance to win with about a minute to go in both of those games. And then the third of their fourth losses came out of their control because it was a COVID-19 forfeit against Barron County earlier on in this season. The Cougars have lost two games by 4 points or less in a season for the first time since 2011 and only the fifth time that has happened in program history. Coming up, Ohio County. We'll introduce you to them. They come in with a 1-6 record, hungry to pick up their second district win on the year. We'll introduce you to them coming up as this is the Locker Room Show on K105.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. Now we don't get wet when it rains. I don't get too hot or too cold inside. I can play with my sister. I can play with my brother. I can play with my mother, my father, my family. This is my house.
This is my house. This is my house.
This is my house.
This is my house.
Visit habitat.org to find out how you can help more families like mine.
Hey, boss. Okay.
I said I'm fine.
Me to bed, see you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. We were underlay in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
The pandemic changed our world and the way we work, live, and connect. But there are better days ahead.
As a boy, I fought polio. Today, America's been polio-free for 40 years thanks to vaccination. We'll beat COVID-19 with vaccine too. Protect yourself and your family. Get vaccinated.
Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
HolidayWorld.com.
Cougar football on K105.
Ohio County enters with a record of 1-6. They are 1-2 in Class 5A District 1. Their head coach is Josh Munnin. He's in his second season with a 2-13 record. Ohio County, it's been a struggle over these past couple of years. 7-29 over the last four seasons after a 7-4 finish in 2017. With a win, the Eagles would put themselves in the driver's seat of making the playoffs for the first time since 2018. Matthew Smith got the most reps at quarterback in their loss to Graves County on the season. 14 of 31 for 156 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. Jake Simmons could also get some snaps out of that backfield. He's 16 of 25 for 170 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Devin Gott is their leading passer on the season, but he's no longer on the team. He was 22 of 50 for 301 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. Interceptions has been the biggest worry and the biggest decline for this Ohio County team as they have 11 interceptions as a team thrown this season. Matthew Smith is also the leading rusher 74 carries for 556 yards and 7 touchdowns. He's accumulated 58% of their total rushing attempts and 81% of their total rush yards. Abram Ross ranks second on the team with 17 carries for 77 yards. Noah Phelps is the only other player with more than 5 carries with 6 for 27. Gabe Lee and Jake Simmons are the only other ones that have more than 2 for this Ohio County team. Jalen Walker is the team's leading receiver. He has 11 catches for 213 yards and 3 touchdowns. Matthew Smith has caught 13 passes for 121 yards and a touchdown. Gabe Lee is the only other player that has caught a touchdown, 7 catches for 95 yards. Offense has been a struggle for Ohio County this season. They're averaging 13.4 points per game. They have scored 30-plus points twice, but they have scored less than 7 in 4 of their games. They are a perfect 3 of 3 on 2-point conversions this season, with Matthew Smith converting on all 3. Defensively has really been a struggle, 45.8 points per game. They have allowed at least 38 in 5 of the 6 games, with their season low of points being 26 versus Muhlenberg County. Rush defense gives up 245.3 yards per game on the ground. The pass defense allows 141.2 yards per game through the air, but allowed a season-high 400 against Muhlenberg County. Jalen Walker is the team's leading tackler with 38 total tackles. Those tackles have only come, though, in 4 games played, as the team has forced 9 total turnovers on the season, 4 fumble recoveries, and 5 interceptions. Matthew Smith leads in takeaways with 2 fumbles recovered and an interception. Jalen Walker has 2 of their interceptions on the season. Eagles have allowed 119 points over their last 2 games. It's the most over a 2-game stretch for them. You'd have to go back to 2014 when they allowed 135 points to Caldwell County and Warren East back in 2014. Brett Hoskins will handle the kicking duties. He's 5 of 7 on PATs and made 1 field goal in his career, 18 of 22 on PATs and 2 of 2 on field goals. Grayson County comes in with a record of 3-4, 1-2 in Class 5A District 1. They need a win here tonight to keep playoff hopes alive. They are also going to have to do that without one of their best players. We'll introduce you to that coming up, as this is Cougar Football on K105.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Leitchfield.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19, and that means calling ahead instead of going directly to a doctor or hospital if you're sick. It means being more patient. We're all in this together, and we all have a role in preventing the spread. So, prepare, focus on the essentials, protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Cougar Football on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, as we are just about 20 minutes away from kickoff here tonight between the Cougars and the Eagles. Grayson County comes in with a record of 3-4, 1-2 in Class 5A District 1. With a win, the Cougars would pretty much clinch a spot in the playoffs for the 4th consecutive season. Something interesting, though, about this Ohio County-Grayson County series is that the road team has won 4 consecutive games in this series. Kaylor Decker, starting quarterback for Grayson County, will not play tonight. So the Cougars are going to turn to Hunter Felty, and obviously that is a huge loss to this Grayson County team. Decker on the season, 45 of 61 for 519 yards, 5 touchdowns, and an interception. He's completing 74% of his passes, but it's been on the ground where he's been the most dangerous. He has 400 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns. We do want to give a shout out to Kaler, as on Sunday he committed to play college football at Division III school Greenville University. So congratulations to Kaler, but he will not play tonight. Hunter Felty getting the start at quarterback for the Cougars, 10 of 18 for 166 yards and a touchdown. He also has 69 yards on the ground and a long rushing touchdown. Chandler McCready is the starting running back. The senior had 61 carries for 389 yards and 7 touchdowns. Michael Wood has 50 carries for 267 yards and 7 touchdowns. Waylon Bruce served as a fullback against Breckinridge County last week. He had 2 carries for 13 yards, and each of those carries were in huge points in that game. Hunter Toms is the leading receiver, 25 catches for 423 yards and 5 touchdowns. That total ranks 9th in Class 5A and 36th in the entire state. Van Meter is second on the team with 9 catches for 105 yards. He had a career-high 46 yards last week against Breckinridge County. Owen Bratcher and Michael Wood are tied for third in yards with 85 total. Wood has the only other receiving touchdown for the Cougars. Scoring offense, averaging 31 points a game this season. In wins, though, 47.3 points. In losses, 14.7. I mean, it's no secret. Got to score to win games, and when the Cougars have scored, they win. When they don't usually this year. Team, though, in the red zone. That was the part that stood out the most. I know we talked about it a lot in the loss to Breckinridge County 2 weeks ago. Cougars went 2 of 5 in the red zone. Prior to that point, they were 13 of 14 in the red zone, with a lone time that they didn't score the end of the Butler County game. So the red zone has been a strength. It was not against Breckinridge County 2 weeks ago. Defensively, 22.7 points per game. In their 3 wins, they're allowing only 14.3 points per game. And last week, in the loss to Breckinridge County, 15-12, they won. 15 points was the fewest points the Cougar defense allowed in a loss since the September the 20th of 2013. Pass defense allows 142.7 yards per game. Rush defense, 109.2. That's 10th in Class 5A. Hunter Toms is the leading tackler with 45 total tackles. Team has 11 takeaways this season, 5 fumbles, and 6 interceptions, which means that Sheriff Norman Chaffins has already doled out $550 to the Cougar Boosters program. Keaton Hodges and Jaron Van Meter each have 2 interceptions, with Toms and Goff each having 1. Michael Wood had a fumble recovery for a touchdown in the win against Muhlenberg County last month, and Jackson Kane will handle the kicking duties. Head coach Brian Jones is in his 8th overall season, his 2nd season here at Grayson County High School with a record of 8-7. We'll get his thoughts on the matchup coming up. This is Cougar football on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. Now we don't get wet when it rains. I don't get too hot or too cold inside. I can play with my sister. I can play with my brother. I can play with my mother, my father, my family. This is my house.
This is my house. This is my house.
This is my house.
This is my house.
Visit Habitat.org to find out how you can help more families like mine.
Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, head coach Brian Jones. And, Coach, how'd your team spend fall break?
We took time off. We had some kids go on vacation, had some kids, work real heavy. We had a few kids, wanted to get in and get some lifts in, and I made that available for them. But just some time away to recharge the batteries and enjoy some time away from school and sports and those kind of things. And then Monday we got back after it.
Breck County game, what'd you learn from your team that night?
That we're willing to fight all the way to the end, that we just kept playing, gave ourselves a chance. That's 2 of our 3 losses. We've had a chance. At the end of the day, as much as it may hurt and everything, that's kind of what you want is, an opportunity to have a chance to win a ball game. And 2 of those 3 wins, we had a chance. Now, I'd like to see us play a little better in those 2 games and the other team not have a chance, because we put them away. But when push comes to shove, it's nice to have a chance to win the game at the end. And some of those will go your way, some of them won't. But I think our kids played hard. We made some really good plays in that game, and really tough week. Overall, it's been a roller coaster of a season. And, that probably was the pinnacle of things that, were tough for us to deal with this year so far. And ultimately, I think we handled it all pretty good. And so, I'm more than anything, I think what I learned that week, more so than that night, is, how much these kids like one another and to see them rally around Chandler and those kind of things. So, in the big scheme of things, that's probably more important than that win.
You touched on it a little bit, but the last 2 plays, Butler County and Breckinridge County, didn't go your way. Is there anything you could do as a coach to teach moments like that, or is it just one of those things that they have to do on their own?
Yeah, I mean, you as much as you'd like to be able to replicate those pressure situations, you can go in and shoot thousands of free throws, and until you're on the line to win a game, none of those 1,000 are going to be just like that. And so, I don't think you can replicate that high-pressure situation. And, it was Michael Wood against Butler County, with the open touchdown. And then, special teams there late in the Breck game to get that snap and get it on the tee and give Jackson a chance to kick it through. I don't think you can replicate that. You can try and, blow horns and jump up and down and do all kinds of crazy things, but until you're in that actual situation, I don't think you can replicate it. And, so 2 of them that we've been in this year, and, chips didn't fall our way in those, but I'm proud of our kids to get to that spot.
Earlier this week, Kaler had a big moment, committing to play college football at the next level. This is now the 4th player that you've had in your 2 years here that's going to play college football. As a coach, what does that mean?
I think it's outstanding. I think, part of our responsibility, I think first and foremost is to make sure that these kids grow up into great young men. But second is if they want that opportunity to try to do everything we can do to help see that come to fruition. And, those 3 boys last year and then Kaler this year, all of them truly love the game and, passionate about playing. And, so I'm just glad that they're getting that opportunity to see what it's like. Because ultimately, I think, if you think you have the slightest want and then you don't, you'll wonder the rest of your life, what that would have been like and what you could have done or should have done. And so I always tell the kids, if you think at all you may want to play, you need to go try it. It's real easy to come back after a semester or a year and say, that wasn't for me. I want to go to UK or whatever. But if you never go and you never get to experience it, you always wonder. And so I'm just, I'm proud of these kids to be able to do that. And I think it's great for our program. Kids can start to see football as an opportunity for them to get some help getting a college education. I've yet to see somebody come through here that football is going to pay their bills one day. So, we got to help get that college degree so they can get a nice job. And that all falls into part of our plan of making these guys great young men and great providers for their families and things like that. So couldn't be more proud of what it does for our program and those kids as individuals.
Ohio County tonight. You were supposed to play them tomorrow night. I know as a broadcaster it changes my week a little bit when the game gets moved up a day 24 hours later. How does that change your prep as a coach, or was everything done at that point?
No, I mean, typically today would kind of be that polishing things up day and a little bit lighter of a practice, shorter of a practice, and just, trying to build some confidence in the game plan. And, you cut that out, and so you do lose a day of reps and those kind of things. But, I think the risk-reward in this situation where, if we were to wait tomorrow and it's thunderstorms and then you're inside, outside, maybe back inside and all that, I think the uncertainty of how that game would go. I like the opportunity to go out here and play in great weather and know exactly what we're going to get, and then just put our guys on the field and let's see who makes plays.
No Kaler tonight, but how do you move the ball successfully against Ohio County?
Well, yeah, I think everybody else has got to pick up a little bit. And we talked about that yesterday at practice. We continually talk about great effort, and now we're going to need a little bit more. It can't be just great effort. Everybody's got to pick up a little bit of his slack that we're missing with him. And so, couple extra plays by Toms, couple extra plays by Woods and some of those guys, and kind of spread out what we're missing from him amongst the group. But, I got a lot of confidence in Hunter Felty and the time that he's been in there, and the times that we've had him getting reps at practice and those kind of things. I think every day I get a little bit more and more confident in him, and I think he gets a little more confident in himself. So he does some really nice things, throws a really good ball, and he's got, good legs. He just doesn't quite have the experience Kaler does, but I think tonight's a good opportunity for him.
When you look at Ohio County offensively, it might be a little weird to not see Q back there. And while they don't necessarily have a Q-like playmaker, they've still got some good athletes on the offensive side of the ball. How do you slow them down?
I think we got to stick to the game plan, stay assignment sound, keep the running back contained. 15 can get back there and can scoot a little bit. And then, 48 they put back there as well and hand him the ball, and he's a great big old kid that you hit him up high, he'll run you over. So I think just fundamentals for us more than anything, we got to finish drives. That's something we didn't do well at Breck. Got inside the red zone a couple of times with no points. And this week we got to come away with points, preferably touchdowns.
Coach, good luck. We'll have more here coming up in the locker room show after this.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
The pandemic changed our world and the way we work, live, and connect. But there are better days ahead.
As a boy, I fought polio. Today, America's been polio-free for 40 years thanks to vaccination. We'll beat COVID-19 with vaccine too. Protect yourself and your family. Get vaccinated.
Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where it is the Cougars and Eagles, about 5 minutes away from kickoff tonight, as Looks like the student section all dolled out in their pink tonight is getting ready to lead the team out onto the field, as it is really a perfect night for football. Obviously, we were supposed to play tomorrow night, but instead they've moved the game up to tonight due to what looks to be probably some pretty nasty weather coming up on tomorrow evening. So it looks like, again, if you're just joining us, Grayson County going to be without their starting quarterback, Kaylor Decker, tonight. He will not play. In fact, I see him. They got him a headset, and they're putting him on top of the press box. He can act as a coach in the sky tonight. They're putting him with a headset. I like that. See what he might be able to do. Let's get our keys to the game here. First off, for Ohio County, Hunter Felty sitting in as quarterback for Grayson County. For Ohio County, test him early. It's a lot of ways. You just want to test him and see what it can do. For Ohio County, start fast. I think a punch to the mouth early to this Grayson County team could be deflating for them and how they played this year, and win the battle of third downs for Ohio County is their third key to the game. For Grayson County, the first key to tonight's game is keep focused. Just focus on the details, forget about the past couple of weeks, and worry about what you got in front of you. Second one, win the battle in the trenches. Offensive line hasn't been the greatest recently. Kind of struggled at times, and I'm sure that they would say the same thing. If they win the battle tonight, they can pick up a big win. Third one, establish the run. Got to find a way to run the ball. The run has kind of been question mark of getting the running backs moving. Got to have that tonight if you want to win. And force Ohio County to make plays. That's the final one. Make them beat you in a lot of ways, as their offense has struggled at times this season. And you know what? You got to make sure that they can do that. We'll take a break. The play-by-play of tonight's game is coming up next, as we'll keep our K105 Digital Productions broadcast with you as the Cougs are taking the field. This is Cougar Football on K105. As for those watching with us on K105 Digital Productions, the Cougars are getting ready to take the field, so we'll bring this part to you, and then we'll jump into some commercials before we head in to Cougar football against Ohio County. And here come the Cougars, taking the field, looking to move to 4-4 on the season. Grayson County and Ohio County is coming up next.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember,
time for football in Leitchfield. Grayson County and Ohio County getting ready to get underway tonight. Cougars going to start the game with the ball. It'll be Brett Hoskins to kick off. Can kick deep to the Cougars, and it's a booming kick that spins down to the far side, and it's going to roll out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. As Grayson County just turned and watched that one roll out. Chandler McCready, and it was really a decent kick as far as length for Brett Hoskins, but it just went straight out of bounds. So Grayson County going to get the ball at their own 35-yard line, and that is how they're going to start. Hunter Felty leading the way out for Grayson County on the season, 10 of 18 for 166 yards and a touchdown, 69 yards on the ground as well for the Cougars junior starting quarterback, making his 4th career start for Grayson. Again, Kaylor Decker not playing tonight. He is questionable for next week's game. So Felty is going to jump into the shotgun formation here to open up. Let's see how the Grayson County offense can move. They had a really nice drive to end the game against Breckinridge County 2 weeks ago, but weren't able to capitalize with any points, as it's a handoff to Michael Wood, who's going to pass down the middle, and it is intercepted by Ohio County at the 50-yard line. Up across the far side and being brought down, Jalen Walker comes down with the interception. That is his 3rd pick in 5 games now this season, and that is not how you want to start if you're Grayson County. As Michael Wood throws the interception, he'd thrown 2 complete passes coming into this game, but throws the interception there. And for Grayson, that's their first interception that they've thrown since the game against McLean County. That was a pick 6. So Ohio County has the ball placed on the Grayson County 40-yard line, 10 seconds into tonight's game here from Cougar Stadium. And it's fake. It is going to be a handoff right side, and no gain, maybe a loss of 1 on the run. And in there on the run was Matthew Smith for Ohio County. Matthew Smith, 14 of 31 for 156 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. He's also their leading rusher, 74 carries for 556 yards. So it doesn't look like Smith is necessarily in at quarterback. Well, now he's shifting into it, and it looks like next to him is Abram Ross, the freshman. Man in motion, goes from the right side to the left side. It is Matthew Smith. He tries to scramble, and he's brought down immediately. Grayson County chases him back across the 50-yard line, and that was about 3 or 4 Cougars. In fact, Grayson County picked up the ball on that, but they called him down ahead of time, and that ball moves back to the 45-yard line. That is a 4-yard loss. So it'll be 3rd down and 15 for Ohio County. So Grayson pushes Ohio County backwards as the Eagles came into this game averaging 98.4 yards per game on the ground, but 5.4 yards a carry. So they have had success they just don't run the ball a lot. Shotgun formation for Matthew Smith, the quarterback. He will pass, and he's going to throw a screen, and the screen is not fooled at all. Ethan Hall swallows up the receiver, as that was actually complete. That was thrown by, I think, Simmons, threw it to Smith, and Ethan Hall was not fooled at all. And it's a loss of 2 yards, and it'll be 4th down and 17, and Brett Hoskins will go back to punt. So after throwing an interception on the first game, the defense comes up and comes out with a huge stand for Grayson. Exactly what you needed if you're a fan of the orange and blue tonight. Brett Hoskins, it's a low snap, gets it away, a line drive spinning kick. That takes an Ohio County bounce, and Grayson County lets it drop and roll down inside the 10-yard line at the 7. And Jaron Van Meter thought about picking it up, but just let it roll, and it's going to be down at about the 7 or 8-yard line. So that's where Grayson County is going to get their 2nd drive of the game starting off with. Looking at the Cougar offense, Sawyer Drake, Tanner Finley, Ethan Hall, Waylon Bruce, and Will Scott is your offensive line. Hunter Felty, the starting quarterback. You're going to see Michael Wood and Chandler McCready coming out of the backfield with wide receivers of Owen Bratcher, Hunter Toms, and Jaron Van Meter. So Cougars threw an interception on their first play from scrimmage. And we're going to go shotgun here for Hunter Felty. And he's going to fake the handoff to McCready. Takes it right up the middle. He's across the 10-yard line and drug down from behind. Up near the 19-yard line is where he's brought down by the Eagles. Nice run by Hunter Felty, and that'll be enough for a Grayson County first down. The Cougars move the chains. Felty came into this game with 69 yards on the ground, but he did have a long touchdown run against Graves County a couple of weeks ago. Officially, he gets the ball up to the 19-yard line. Give him 11 yards on his first run of the game. That was the read option that Kaylor Decker, the Cougars' starting quarterback, has run to perfection, and he was running it really, really well against Breckinridge County 2 weeks ago. Again, in the shotgun formation is Felty, and it's a handoff right side to McCready. Big hole right side, 25-30. Breaks back here towards the middle and is brought down by his knee up across the 35-yard line. He'll get up to the 37. In there on the tackle was Matthew Smith, and that's a big run for Chandler McCready. 18 yards and a first down Cougars. McCready, after having a couple of big games to start the season, had been a little slow over these past couple of weeks. Obviously, he has been going through more than any senior in high school should ever have to imagine going through, as he lost his father a couple of weeks ago and had the emotional touchdowns against Muhlenberg County a couple of weeks ago in his first game back from that loss. Shifting a man in motion is Felty in the backfield, and it's another handoff to McCready. McCready makes a man miss in the backfield, carries it up across the 40-yard line, being brought down at about the 42. Nice run by Chandler McCready. Is in there on the tackle was Jacob Reese, the 5'8" junior. As he gets it up to the 42-yard line, 5 yards on the pickup there for McCready. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for Grayson. Ball placed here on the near hash. 8 minutes, 15 seconds to play here in the first quarter. No score between Grayson County and Ohio County. So it'll be Felty and Wood in the backfield this time. Hunter Toms down out to the right side along with Van Meter. Owen Bratcher is down here to the right side as well. Ohio County putting 5 men on the defensive line. They're loading up the box. Waylon Bruce, the fullback, shifts in the backfield. Felty fakes the handoff, and he has a big hole across the right side. He's across the 45, runs across the first down marker, and gets up to the 50-yard line. That'll be enough for an 8-yard pickup and a first down Cougars, as Felty had a hole that he could drive a freight train through across the right side and picks up just enough to give Grayson the first down. 7 minutes, 45 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. No score between Grayson County and Ohio County. Cougars coached by Brian Jones. He is in his second season at Grayson County, 8-7 with a record. He is 20-57 overall in his 8th season as a head coach. He was previously the head coach at Todd County Central. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Grayson County. Ball placed at the 50-yard line. McCready will rejoin Felty in the backfield. Trips down here to the near side for Grayson County. Cougars in their all-orange jerseys with the white numerals. Felty again fakes the handoff, takes it right up the middle, breaks a tackle in the backfield. He's across the 40-yard line up to the 38 where he's brought down from behind. Felty just ran behind his offensive lineman and just kept moving and moving and moving. And he was brought down on the play there by Keegan Gish for Ohio County. As that'll be up to the 38-yard line. That's a 12-yard pickup and another first down Cougars. Their 4th first down of this drive. And this is the best we've seen the Grayson County offense move on the ground using multiple different weapons in quite some time. Felty here is the starting quarterback. Trips down here to the left side. One wide receiver to the left side. It'll be the shotgun formation. McCready takes the handoff up the middle. Juke move and gets up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there for the senior Chandler McCready. So Cougars just trying to move the ball and you hear Brian Jones, the Grayson County head coach, talk about this a lot. He says that sometimes the best defense is good offense. And this is kind of what you're seeing here, is he wants to move this because next week Grayson County has a pretty darn good team coming in. And they travel to Owensboro, who is, one of the best teams not only in this district but in the entire state. And you're going to have to do this quote-unquote good defense is good offense coming up next week. Felty in the shotgun, McCready to his right. He fakes the handoff to him, rolls out to the far side, and he's going to throw out to the far side. It's complete to Van Meter. Van Meter's across the 30, across the 25, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cougars! Jaron Van Meter, a 35-yard touchdown pass from Hunter Felty, and the Cougs strike first. That is exactly how Grayson County needed. You strike with a big play. You do a little bit of moving the ball kind of slow, and you throw a screen out there and use Van Meter, who is only about 5'5", but made men miss and had a big hole down that far side and showed his speed. Jackson Kane on to attempt the extra points. This season, on extra points, he's 11 of 14. It's a good, not a great snap, and because of it, it is blocked. As wasn't a good snap on the hold there by Van Meter, and because of it, the kick is no good. 6-0, Ohio County leads, 5:42 to play here in the first quarter. This is Cougar Football on K105.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI-Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI-Kids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
We've all seen it. People who thought COVID was a myth.
I thought the vaccine was a hoax.
It's hard to breathe. It don't try to kill you in just one way. It try to kill you in multiple ways.
Now her whole family has tested positive for COVID-19.
That vaccine could have stopped all of this.
I would definitely have opted to get it.
If they're not vaccinated, get vaccinated. See.
Call the COVID-19 hotline at 1-800-232-0233.
Grayson County strikes first in this one. They lead 6-0 with 5 minutes and 42 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Sam Gormley with you here on the call tonight. It is Thursday night football. They've moved the game up, and Jackson Kane attempts an onside kick, and it is recovered by Ohio County's number 97, Ashton Ferris. Really good pitcher, I know, for their baseball team. Dominant, as he was their starter for the team, and he catches that one like a little shortstop on a short hop. And Ohio County's going to get good field position after the attempt at an onside kick from Jackson Kane. Of course, Kane against Muhlenberg County a couple of weeks ago recovered not one, not two, but 3 onside kicks and probably could have recovered 5 of them. The Cougars were attempting them left and right. 5 minutes, 40 seconds to play here in this first quarter. And it is a handoff on the sweep to Matthew Smith. He's up across the 45-yard line, up to the 50-yard line, and keeps his legs moving near the first down marker as Jake Simmons is the quarterback for Ohio County tonight. And that is enough for a first down as he gets it up to the 46-yard line. So the Eagles, first time that they've moved in the positive direction in this game tonight. So the quarterback is Jake Simmons, 16 of 25 for 170 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. So you're kind of seeing both Simmons and Smith in the backfield. Both can pass and both can run. It's a handoff to Smith, and Smith ran into a brick wall at the 45-yard line. I'm not sure who that was that he ran into, but Smith bounced off of him like a bouncy ball. You can give him 1 yard on the run up to the 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9 coming up here for Ohio County. 6-0. Grayson County leads this. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter. As it'll be the shotgun formation again for Simmons. Smith is to his right, 2 wide receivers down here to the near side. Looks like you have a tight end kind of offset to the left side of the line. High snap, bobbled, looking to pass Simmons over the middle, and he was attempting to throw that to Jalen Walker, but Jalen Walker was not looking. And Grayson County probably could have had a chance at intercepting that one, but it falls incomplete. That looked like some miscommunication there as the snap was kind of bobbled. I think Simmons, it was one of those things that he panicked and threw the ball a little bit earlier than he should have, because if he would have waited a few more seconds, he could have had Walker down open over the middle. 3rd down and 9 coming up. Ohio County needs to get the ball to the 36-yard line. Simmons in the shotgun with Smith to his left, 2 wide receivers to the left. Walker goes into motion in the backfield. They're going to give it to him on the jet sweep across the left side. He's across the 40-yard line, brought down from behind right there. He's 4 yards short of the first down marker, as Grayson did a nice job reading that jet sweep and stopping it before anything more could happen. As he gets it up to the 40-yard line, that is a 4-yard pickup. And it'll be 4th down and 4 for the Eagles. Appears that Ohio County is going to go for it in this situation, and after they went through where they couldn't stop Grayson County, it's not really a surprise here in this. Simmons in the shotgun, Smith to his left. Cougars loading the box on the inside. And it is going to be a handoff to Smith, and Smith is not going to get it. Grayson County stops him for ending up being no gain. And that is exactly how you answer if you're Grayson. You get a good score, and you come up with a big stop on 4th down. Looked like Cooper Goff was the first man in there for the Cougars. That'll be turnover on downs, and it'll turn the ball back over to Grayson County. Ball placed on their own 40-yard line. 3 minutes, 49 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. Again, Grayson County leads this one 6-0. Trips down here to the near side. Shotgun formation for Hunter Felty. He will pass. Throws another screen, this time to Bratcher. Bratcher's across the 40-yard line. Gets up to the 45 before being sandwiched by 2 Eagles. Jalen Walker was in there on the tackle, and his helmet came off. And he was joined by Jacob Reese, the defensive lineman who came out. But Bratcher gets 5 yards on the pickup. And that moves Owen Bratcher over 100 yards on this season. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 coming up for Grayson County. Cougars moving in no huddle, which we've seen them do at times this season. And there's a handoff, no, kept by Felty up the middle. He's across the 50, keeps his legs moving and keeps on his feet across the 40 and being brought down at the 31-yard line. What a run by Hunter Felty as he almost fell down at the 45, but he runs down to the 31, and that'll be enough for a big pickup and a 1st down Cougars. Officially, the ball placed up to the 30-yard line. That is a 25-yard pickup. Again, hurry-up offense for Grayson. 1st down and 10 from the 30. Felty hands it off up the middle, and it's a pickup of about 2 or 3 yards on the run there by Chandler McCready. As McCready gets it up to the 28-yard line. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to play here in the first quarter. It is 6-0. Grayson County leads Ohio County. Felty quickly gets the play call from head coach Brian Jones. Comes in to meet his team. Cougars kind of slowing it down here a little bit. That's the one thing that they've done very well at times this season is kind of shifting their tempo. They'll hurry it up and then they'll slow it down, and it really makes it difficult on the defense because you don't know what you're going to be expecting. Trips to the right side, one wide receiver down here to the near side. Felty going to carry it himself across the right side. He's across the 25, up across the 20-yard line, and he gets down to about the 17-yard line. That'll be enough for a 1st down Cougars. Nice run again there by Hunter Felty as he gets it down to the 17-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup on the run. Looks like Michael Wood this time is going to deliver the play call to his team. Could we see Wood run as they ran a trick play to him and he threw an interception the last time out? McCready will rejoin Felty in the backfield. 3 wide receivers down here to the left side, 1 here to the near side. It's direct snap. It's a screen pass down here to the near side to McCready. McCready looked like he was going to be brought down for a loss, and he gets up across the 20-yard line. And after the play, Jaron Van Meter was thrown down by Ohio County. So it looked like that was Gabe Lee threw down Jaron Van Meter right in front of one of the Grayson County coaches who just pointed to him and said, are we not calling that a penalty? And I guess the answer is no. They'll only give McCready 1 yard on the play, but it's lucky that it was only 1 yard because he could have been dropped for a loss. 1:10 to play here in the first quarter. Grayson County on top of Ohio County 6-0. A very, very fast first quarter of action, and that's what you get when you keep the ball on the ground a lot. Felty in the shotgun formation. Michael Wood moves from the right side to the left side. Trips wide receivers to the right side. Felty up the middle again, across the 15, across the 10, and he's brought down up about the 8-yard line. Another nice run by Hunter Felty. You can give him about 8 yards on the run up down to the 8-yard line. 45 seconds and counting for Grayson County. As they'll move here in, as Michael Wood will get the play call. See what Grayson County will draw up in this situation. 25 seconds and counting to play here in the first quarter. They add a fullback into the backfield. Felty hands it off to Wood. Wood up across the right side, and he is up, and he runs into about the 5-yard line where he slammed backwards. That will be enough for a 1st down, and Grayson County will move the chains as Michael Wood carries down to the 5-yard line, and that will probably be the final play of the first quarter, and it appears that it is. Grayson County leads after 6-0. This is Cougar football on K105.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
We head to the start of the second quarter. Grayson County leads this one 6-0 against the Eagles of Ohio County. Cougars got a first quarter touchdown on the 35-yard touchdown pass from Hunter Felty to Jaron Van Meter. Grayson County without starting quarterback Kaylor Decker tonight. Decker is questionable for next week's game at Owensboro. So you're going to go in the shotgun formation as Grayson County will have the ball placed on the Ohio County 5-yard line. First down and goal coming up. And it is going to be a handoff near side. McCready up inside the end zone. Touchdown Cougars. It was a handoff there from Hunter Felty to Chandler McCready, who comes in for his 8th rushing touchdown on the season. Give him 5 yards on the run on the first play of this second quarter. And Grayson is on top 12-0. See if Grayson will go for 2 to try and make it 14-0 after they weren't able to get the extra points. Looks like they will go for 2. Grayson has struggled on these plays, 5 of 13 on 2-point conversion attempts this season. As it'll be McCready and Felty in the backfield. A bunch formation down here to the near side. One wide receiver out to the left side. Felty rolls out to throw down here to the near side, completes a Van Meter, and that's the 2-point conversion. Grayson County leads 14-0 with 11:55 to play here in the first half. This is Cougar football on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Grayson County has a 14-0 lead here with 11 minutes and 55 seconds to play here in the first half. Jackson King kicks this one deep, and it is picked up at the 5-yard line by Walker. Walker's across the 10-yard line, across the 15, carries it back towards the middle, tries to get across that far side, across the 25, keeps his legs moving. He has a hole across the 40-yard line where he runs out of bounds on that far side. He's only going to get, this is a really impressive run up to the 43-yard line. So that's a 33-yard return, but really, he took that from the near side to the very far side. Really, he went about 60 yards on that return. So give it up to the 44-yard line, 34-yard return there by Ohio County, and that's where the Eagles will get their first drive started of the second quarter, and they find themselves with a large deficit here at 14-0. Ball placed in the Ohio County 44-yard line. Simmons is the quarterback tonight for the Eagles. Looks like he has Matthew Smith to his right side. It's a handoff to Smith up the middle. Smith gets up to the 45-yard line and kind of carries the pile forward a couple of yards before being driven backwards. Grayson has done a very good job in between the tackles tonight, making sure that it doesn't get any more than that. This is only a 3-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 7 coming up here for Ohio County. Grayson leads 14-0 in this one. They moved the ball very successfully against Ohio County, and really the defense has been spectacular to start off with. And that's going to be a false start, illegal motion called there on Ohio County as they sent a man in motion, and the man in motion never stopped as he came around. That'll be a legal motion called against the Eagles, and that'll move them backwards, and it'll be 2nd down and 12 coming up here for Grayson County. As that was one that even myself could see. So that's what you call an obvious penalty in that situation. So Grayson County here defensively going to try and stop the Eagles as it'll be 2nd down and 12 with 11 minutes and counting to play here in the first half. 2 wide receivers here to the near side. He has 1 wide receiver to the far side, and it is Smith, and Smith gets it on the pitch, and he goes up the middle and gets up across the 45-yard line, and he gets up near the 50-yard line on the run. It's a nice little run, and a Cougar a little slow to get up after that play. Appears that he is okay as the carry gets up to the 50-yard line, 8 yards. And it'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up for Ohio County. They need to get the ball to the Grayson County 46-yard line. They have the ball at the 50. So it'll be the shotgun formation. Smith to the right of the quarterback, Simmons. The junior will hand it to Smith. Smith tries to get across this near side, and he's driven down immediately. Hunter Toms in there on the tackle, along with Michael Wood for Grayson County, and that is no gain on the play. It'll be 4th down and 4 for Ohio County. They're down 14-0 early in this game here with 10 minutes to play in the first half. It's probably not even a tough decision for Josh Munnan to go for it here. Simmons, the junior, with Smith to his left. 2 wide receivers down here to the near side. And it is going to be a pitch up the middle, and that's enough for a 1st down. Big run by Ross. As the man in motion, Ross was kind of set up almost as a tight end, and he shifted into the middle, and they pitched it to him, and he took it right up to, or down to the 37-yard line. You can give him 13 yards and a 1st down pickup there by the Eagles. Really nice play design there by Ohio County. It fooled Grayson, as Ross is only, I guess they have him listed at 6 feet tall. He doesn't look that tall, and he kind of hid behind the offensive lineman for the Eagles. So that's only the 2nd 1st down here for Ohio County. Matthew Smith now in at quarterback. He shifts into that position. He bobbles the snap, and he is going to pick it up, and he looks to pass down the seam, and it is complete to Walker at the 14-yard line. A busted play. Walker gets it up to the 5-yard line, brought down by Hunter Felty on the play. A just desperation throw by Smith, and he throws it down to Walker, who catches it at the 10-yard line. That's a 27-yard pass completion and the longest play of the night for the Eagles. Walker is by far their leading receiver. That is his 12th catch on the season, 213 yards and 3 touchdowns. So Ohio County enters the red zone for the first time tonight, looking to get their first touchdown of this game. 8.5 to play here in the first half. They trail Grayson County 14-0. Trips to the right side here for Ohio County. Simmons back into the game, and he throws a screen out to the far side to Smith, and a penalty flag is thrown on the far side of the field, and I believe this one is going to be coming back. We'll see what the official call is from the official on the far side, but it usually means holding, called on one of the wide receivers. And that is what it's called on, so it'll move the ball back for Ohio County. Should be back to the 20-yard line. Or if they call it a spot foul, it might be only about the 18. They are going to call it a spot foul, and it looks like only to about the 17. So it only turns out to be a 7-yard penalty. So it'll be 1st down and goal from the 17-yard line here for Ohio County. Smith shifts from the left side to the right side. Simmons in the shotgun formation. He will pass another screen over to the far side. It's a low pass, and caught off his shoelaces was Jalen Walker on the far side of the field. He turns upfield and gets down to about the 15-yard line, give him 2 yards on the pass completion. You're seeing a lot of screens from Ohio County early on in this game, and Grayson really has not been fooled by any of them. 7 minutes and 30 seconds to play here in the first half. Grayson leads Ohio County 14-0. The winner of this game is in the driver's seat to clinch a playoff spot next week. The loser will need some help. As it'll be Simmons in the shotgun, Smith to the left. A wide receiver to the right side and 2 here to the near side. Looking to pass is Simmons, throws over the middle, and it is intercepted by Chandler McGrady. Oh, he dropped it. I thought he came down with it. McCready looked like he had it played perfectly, but that ball just fell out of his fingertip at the last second. It'll still be 3rd down and long for the Eagles. 7 minutes and 4 seconds to play here in the first half, and I'm sure that there is no man that was happier at that point than good old Sheriff Norman Chaffins. As a reminder, for every turnover, Sheriff Chaffins will donate $50 to the Cougar Football Boosters. It's a screen over to the far side. It's complete to Smith. Smith gets down to the 9-yard line. about a 5-yard pickup. That was kind of a weird play as they snapped it and no one moved. It's part of the play design. Smith, though, only gets down to officially the 10-yard line. So 5 yards on the pickup. It'll be 4th down and goal from the 10-yard line. Big play in this game. Could Grayson County come up with a huge stop? As it'll be Simmons, the quarterback. Got to imagine that you're looking at a pass play into the end zone in this situation. Simmons in the shotgun. Smith is to his left. 2 wide receivers to the left side. 4th down and goal from the 10-yard line for Ohio County. Rolling out here to the near side. Simmons looks on the wheel, went out, throwing to the far side, and it is complete. Touchdown, Ohio County. As they fake the handoff to Smith, and he ran a wheel route down over on the far side of the field, and Ohio County is on the board. It is 14-6. A 10-yard touchdown pass from Simmons to Smith. Brett Hoskins on to attempt the extra point. He's 5 of 7 this season, 18 of 22 in his career. Matthew Smith is the holder. They blow the whistle here. Ohio County trying to make this a 7-point game. Hoskins appears to be ready. Place down, kicks up, it's long enough, and he put it through. Ohio County makes it a 14-7 game after scoring here on the 10-yard touchdown pass from Simmons to Smith with 6:08 to play here in this first half of play. I want to say, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, maybe after the Cats take on Georgia, or you can always go and put in your earbuds and listen to the Cats game right here on K105, you can come and see the Cougar Band is going to be hosting their Twin Lakes competition, as it's going to be on Saturday. It starts at 3 o'clock Saturday and goes, I joke, all night, literally all night, as you're going to have bands playing throughout the day up until I think the last band goes on at 10:15 p.m. So you got to come out and support the Cougar Band, as it's really good too, because it's their biggest fundraiser of the year. So if you're looking for something to do, come out and support the Cougar Band right here at Cougar Stadium. You'll also be able to learn more about that coming up tomorrow on In the Know. So it'll start at 9 o'clock as the Bells, the band directors, will be joining us right here on K105 or on K105 Digital Productions. It is 14-7. Ohio County has brought this game to within 7 against Grayson. So it'll be Brett Hoskins to kick this one away. Grayson County sends Van Meter and McCready back deep to return this. Hoskins, his last one, he kicked out of bounds to start the game. 6:08 to play here in the first half. It is 14-7, Grayson County. This one's right down the seam, and it is caught back by Van Meter at the 4-yard line. Van Meter right up the middle across the 15. Big hole across the 25, across the 30, across the 45. He's across the 50. Big block across the 45-yard line, and he keeps on his feet across the 40. 35, and he's slammed down at the 33-yard line. What a return by Jaron Van Meter. He gets it down to the 32-yard line. That's about a 70-yard return by Jaron Van Meter. What a way to answer for the Cougars. 5 minutes, 54 seconds to play here in the second quarter. And officially the ball's placed at the 32-yard line of Ohio County. And Ohio has had no answer for Grayson other than the first play of the game when they intercepted the trick play that Michael Wood attempted to pass. Be Felty in the shotgun with McCready to his left. 2 wide receivers on each side. Ohio County trying to hustle to get a man off at the last second. Felty slaps his hands, looks to pass, throws over the middle, and it is overthrown. Looking for Toms down the seam. And he just overthrew him, and because of that, it'll be 2nd down and 10 coming up for Grayson. Felty, you could tell, he saw Toms kind of get to that second level of the defense and got kind of excited because he saw him and he saw that he was open, and he just overthrew it just ever so slightly. We were seeing Felty, though, in warm-ups. He was throwing some really good balls. Let's see if they might run something else here. Van Meter and Bratcher to the left, Wood and Toms to the right side. Again, Felty in the shotgun formation with McCready in the backfield to his right. 5 minutes, 50 seconds to play here in the first half. Felty again to pass, looks to the far side, now scrambles down here to the near side, throws a screen pass to Wood, who gets across the 30-yard line and runs out of bounds down near the 25. So Michael Wood on the run gets 7 yards, and it'll be 3rd down and 3 coming up for Grayson. Cougars need to get the ball to the 22-yard line. That was a nice job by Felty on that as he was going through his reads. He went to the read to the left side. It wasn't there. Went to the read up the middle. It wasn't there. And he knew he had a dump-off pass to Wood down here to the near side. Really, as a quarterback, it's exactly what you want to draw up if you're Brian Jones. Going through your reads and making the smart pass. 3rd down and 3 for Grayson. Trying to add to their 14-7 lead. Felty hands it off to McCray. No, it's kept by Felty up the middle. He's across the 25, tries to get near the first down marker, and he's got it. 1st down, Cougars, as that is carried down to the 20-yard line. Nice run by Felty as he faked everyone in the building on the handoff to McCready and gets it down to the 19-yard line, 6 yards on the run. 1st down, Cougars, with 5.5 minutes and counting to play in this first half. Grayson County leads 14-7. Ball's going to be placed in the far hash. Chandler McCready broke the huddle and went over and talked to one of the officials. I'm not sure if something happened on that last play that he was letting the official know. Trips to the right side. Again, that ball placed in the far hash. 1st down and 10 coming up for Grayson. Felty rolls here to the near side. He's looking to pass. He throws down on the near side. It's complete to Wood, and that is called inbounds down to the 9-yard line. That's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down, Cougars. Really nice job by Michael Wood running that sideline. It was a curl route. He hit the curl, and Felty immediately gave it to him. They're going to give him forward progress down to the 9-yard line. 1st down and goal comes up for Grayson County. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to play here in the first half. It's Grayson County 14, Ohio County 7. Again, the winner of this game will find themselves in the driver's seat of being able to make the playoffs and make a trip either to Owensboro or Graves County. Again, they put trips here to the near side. Toms goes out wide to the left, all by himself. McCready in the backfield. They fake the handoff to him. Felty up the middle, and he's slung down after he crosses the line of scrimmage. It's in there on the tackle was Chut Lee, the junior for Ohio County, and they're going to give him a gain of 1 yard. Felty kind of went across that line of scrimmage and was immediately drugged backwards, and they're going to give him forward progress down to the 8-yard line. In fact, now that we looked at it again, I'm not even sure that he got a full yard, as it looks like he really only got about 6 inches. First down or 2nd down and goal coming up here for for Grayson County. Felty in the shotgun. Waylon Bruce is in the game at a fullback position. We saw some direct snaps to him against Breckenridge County in their last game. It is a handoff McCready. McCready down here to the near side, gets down to the 5-yard line, and he's slung down on the play. As in there on the tackle was Logan Littleton, the 5'9 junior. That's down to the 5-yard line. That is a 3-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 5. It's a very interesting situation here for Brian Jones because he knows sitting there on the sideline somewhere is Jackson Kane, who's got a very good leg. Does that change how Jones might do this play? Maybe this is a guaranteed shot to the end zone to try and give Jackson Kane an attempt. And instead, we're going to have a timeout, I believe, whistled on the far side of the field. And there's an injury. Logan Littleton a little slow to get up, and he fell down at first. Looked like he tried to move with it. Trainer Scott Bowman, he was halfway onto the field and then realized that the player got up, and he turned around to come back, and then the player moved forward, and it looks like he's going to get up again, and Josh Munnan and Trainer Scott are going to help him off the field. We want to invite you, though, to join in on us on halftime for our Cougars in the Classroom segment, as we are going to be taking a trip to Wilkie Elementary. They are celebrating a huge milestone this year, and it's such a big milestone that we're going to make it a 2-part Cougars in the Classroom. Only one other Cougars in the Classroom has been 2 parts, and I mean, it's big shoes to fill because the last one was none other than Mr. Spirit, who, while I'm thinking about it, got to be sure that I wish him a very happy early birthday. Mr. Spirit will be celebrating a birthday on Tuesday. So happy birthday. And no man is quite like Mr. Spirit, and he deserves all the credit in the world for what he does. So it'll be 3rd down and goal out of the timeout for Grayson County. Ball placed on the 5-yard line. Felty in the shotgun. Wood fakes the handoff to him. Felty up the middle, dives towards the goal line, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Hunter Felty, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season, and Grayson leads 20-7. Really nice job by Felty just running behind his blocks, and the offensive line has been really, really good tonight. So here comes the kick from Jackson Kane. As the last one was no good, but it was not a great snap. Not another good one, and that one again, because of it, is blocked. So Ohio County blocks the extra points, and that keeps it at 20-7 with 2 minutes and 33 seconds to play here in the first half. This is Cougar football on K105.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. Now we don't get wet when it rains. I don't get too hot or too cold inside. I can play with my sister. I can play with my brother. I can play with my mother, my father, my family. This is my house.
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 Visit Habitat.org to find out how you can help more families like mine.
The pandemic changed our world and the way we work, live, and connect. But there are better days ahead.
As a boy, I fought polio. Today, America's been polio-free for 40 years thanks to vaccination. We'll beat COVID-19 with vaccine too. Protect yourself and your family. Get vaccinated.
Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And the Jet Foundation.
Cougar football on K105.
Jackson Kane to kick this one away, and it is a kick on the ground that takes a high bounce, and it's going to roll into the end zone. Did Ohio County touch it? He did not. So that kick bounced to the 30-yard line and skipped like you were skipping a rock across a lake, and Kane got that one past. So it was Abram Ross back there deep to return it, and they're going to get the ball here at the 20-yard line. That's Jackson Kane's most unconventional touchback on this season. Grayson County leads 20-7, 2 minutes and 32 seconds to play here in the first half. Ohio County's going to have the ball placed on their own 20-yard line. Last time, they took the ball 56 yards and ended with a 10-yard touchdown pass from Simmons to Smith. Simmons will go into the shotgun formation. He was moving the ball through the air a little bit with some success. See if he draws up the same thing. Ross goes in motion from the near side to the far side. Simmons back to pass, throws a screen over to the far side of the field, slips a tackle at the 20-yard line and gets up to the 26-yard line on the catch and run. And Ohio County's running these screens all the time. Almost every single one of their passes has been a screen. As it's officially up to the 26-yard line, 6 yards on the gain. 2nd down and 4 will come up for the Eagles. Be a shotgun formation. This time Ross will be the running back to the right. Looks like Smith is going to be in at quarterback. Smith looks to scramble down here to the near side, and he is going to be sacked in the backfield. Grayson County in there to bring him down. Smith was trying to make a play, and Brian Jones is going to call a timeout. As in there on the sack for Grayson County was Tanner Finley. Really nice job by Grayson as Smith was trying to get the ball away, and Finley said, not so fast. In fact, I know Tanner Finley. They call him Kentucky. That's his nickname. He was looking like the Kentucky defensive line of this year. That was down there. Really nice play by Finley in there, and it brings it back to the 19-yard line, a loss of 7 yards. Again, Brian Jones called a timeout, and he's looking. He's got a minute 50 to play. It is 3rd down and 11 coming up. He's saying, my offense is moving. Why not? Let's try to add to this lead. Now, the last thing you want here is the timeout to come back and bite you in the butt. So you'll see that sometimes where they'll give up a 1st down, and then you give them a free stoppage of play. But if you come up with a stop here, This could turn out to be a genius move by Brian Jones and an even better play by Tanner Finley there to bring down the sack. It's only the third sack of the season for Grayson County. Ben Rogers and Will Scott had the only other two. Shotgun formation. Faking the handoff, looking to pass again, the screen over to the far side and up near the first down marker, and it's all going to depend on the spot. So that was complete to Gabe Lee, and that's enough for a first down. He just got enough up to the 30-yard line, which is exactly where he needed to get, and Gabe Lee dove near that marker. And that's where the timeout comes back to bite you. Hands it off right side to Smith. Smith is up across the right side, gets across the 35-yard line, and runs up and stays inbounds of the 37, and we're going to have a timeout taken, this time by Ohio County. So it's to the 37-yard line, so it's a 7-yard pickup there for the Eagles of Ohio County. 1 minute and 23 seconds to play here in this opening half. Grayson County leads 20-7. So we do appreciate you for taking the time to join us here on tonight's broadcast. Sam Gormley with you here. Give a shout out to our K105 Digital Productions crew. Your producer director tonight is Chase Blaine. Running our cameras is Cody Brock and Alex Cook. So give them a nice shout out for all of their hard work tonight and all season long. I was talking with Cougar basketball coach Travis Johnston earlier this week, and we were kind of looking down and thinking, well, crap, it's coming real quick. As they start practice tomorrow is when they can officially start to practice according to the KHSAA, and it'll be back to it before you know it. Shotgun formation. They'll hand it off to Smith again, right side. Smith makes a man miss, comes out of the pile somehow and gets up to the 40-yard line, which will be enough for a first down. Smith looked like he was only going to get a gain of 1, but kind of scored it out of that pocket and got up to the 40-yard line. The clock continues to move, though. 1:08 to play here in the first half. It is Grayson 20, Ohio County 7. Brett Hoskins is 1 of 1 on field goals this season. I don't know what his length is, and to see how far that they would give him. Another screen over the middle, complete to Walker at the 44-yard line. Walker slips one tackle, but McCready is there to bring him down, along with 3 or 4 other Cougars. And now a timeout is going to be taken again, and this one is by Ohio County. That is their second timeout taken, so they'll have 1 more remaining. They'll give them forward progress up to the 45-yard line on the completion to Jalen Walker. As it is Grayson County leading this one 20-7, 44.4 seconds to play here in the first half. Reminder to stay tuned in at halftime as we will have our Cougars in the Classroom segment as we make the trip to Wilkie Elementary. They're celebrating a huge milestone this year. We'll learn a little bit more about that, and it is going to be a 2-part series, as the next one will happen next week as the Cougars take on Owensboro. So look down here to my right, talking up with one of our K105 Digital Productions camera operators tonight is Mr. Spirit. And I know I mentioned it, but I can't mention it enough. Happy early birthday, Mr. Spirit. He celebrates a birthday on Tuesday. So happy birthday, Mr. Spirit. I know we'll be sure to give you a bigger shout-out coming up on Tuesday. Out of the timeout, 2nd down and 5 for Ohio County. 44.4 seconds to play here. And Simmons hands it up the middle. Big hole up across the 50-yard line and down to the 45. As on the run there was Ross. And again, they've run this little pitch to Ross multiple times. Ross gets it down to the 45-yard line, a 10-yard pickup. Ohio County's got to hurry here. 32 seconds and counting. They have only 1 timeout remaining. Pitch out to the far side. Smith rolls out looking to pass. He's got a man if he can complete it, and it is intercepted by Grayson County. The Cougars come up with a big-time interception, and pulling that one down was, I believe that was Grayson Chaffins. Grayson Chaffins comes up with the interception, and of course, that is a $50 donation from one Sheriff Norman Chaffins, and that's his son, making him pay $50. Can't draw it up any better than that. So Chaffins gets his first career interception. Got to imagine that Grayson will probably just take a knee in this situation. Although, they do have 2 timeouts remaining. So ball's placed on the Grayson 17-yard line after Grayson Chaffins' first career interception. That's $600 total that'll be donated by Sheriff Chaffins. Trips down here to the near side. Felty is going to pass. They're going to test it here. Felty's got a scramble, gets away from one man, now rolls out to the far side. He is going to run it, and he lowers his shoulder, and Henley ends up gaining about 1 yard, and that'll probably be the final play of the first half. It will be 5 seconds on the clock, and at the end of one, Grayson County leads Ohio County 20-7. This is Cougar football on K105.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI-Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI-Kids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
The pandemic changed our world and the way we work, live, and connect. But there are better days ahead.
As a boy, I fought polio. Today, America's been polio-free for 40 years thanks to vaccination. We'll beat COVID-19 with vaccine too. Protect yourself and your family. Get vaccinated.
Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19, and that means calling ahead instead of going directly to a doctor or hospital if you're sick. It means being more patient. We're all in this together, and we all have a role in preventing the spread. So, prepare, focus on the essentials, protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars lead this one 20-7 here at the half. Sam Gormley with you. As Grayson County gets touchdowns on the touchdown pass from Hunter Felty to Jaron Van Meter, 35 yards, a 5-yard touchdown run by Chandler McCready, and a 5-yard touchdown run by Hunter Felty. That makes our score at 20-7, as Ohio County got the score on the 10-yard touchdown pass from Simmons to Smith. An exciting first half of play ends with a highlight as Grayson Chaffins comes away with his first career interception. And again, that is a donation by Sheriff Norman Chaffins to the Grayson County Cougar Football Boosters Association. He's now up to $600, and I've been waiting for it all season, for when Grayson could make his dad pay, and he just did just that. And you gotta love that, making the son have his dad pay up. Grayson County leads this one 20-7. Coming up next, we will jump into our Cougars in the Classroom segment as we make the trip to Wilkie Elementary. They are celebrating a very special milestone this year, and it deserves to have a lot of credit, and it should be celebrated. So we're excited to take you to Wilkie, and we'll learn a little bit more about what's going on at Wilkie Elementary and how they are celebrating this important milestone. If you went to Wilkie, this will be important for you to watch, because this might be something that you might want to participate in over these next coming months. Grayson County leads this one 20-7 at the half. Our Cougars in the Classroom segment comes up next here on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19, and that means calling ahead instead of going directly to a doctor or hospital if you're sick. It means being more patient. We're all in this together, and we all have a role in preventing the spread. So, prepare, focus on the essentials, protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
While the Cougar athletic teams get most of the spotlight from the community, it's in the classroom where they first learn to succeed. This season, we will be featuring some of the people and programs that are making a difference in the lives of Grayson County students. Tonight's Cougars in the Classroom, brought to you by McDonald's of Leitchfield, takes us to H.W. Wilkie Elementary, where students are celebrating a big milestone.
But one of the things we're spending a little time on is this is the 50th anniversary of the Wilkie facility, the Wilkie Elementary School, and we think that's pretty significant.
Rick Hubry is the Family Resource Center Coordinator for Wilkie Elementary. The school was the first in the county to be named after an individual person compared to the town that they were in.
As he retired, as Mr. Wilkie retired, he made such an impression and had such an imprint on the community that I suppose they just wanted to honor him in a unique way. Up to that point, no other school in the county was named after a person. So to my knowledge, he's the first individual to have a school named in his honor.
Mr. Wilkie held an important role in the community.
He was superintendent of the Leitchfield Independent School District back when the county had 3 different high schools.
Hubry saw how important it was to raise awareness to the school's namesake.
When I got here, it struck me that none of the students and very few of the faculty had any idea who Mr. Wilkie was, whether it was even a person or whether it was a location. And so we went to work and got a portrait of Mr. Wilkie and began to also dawn on me that I was probably the only person in the building who actually knew who he was, who actually saw him. I was probably a first or second grader when he retired.
Hubry has fond memories of his interactions with Mr. Wilkie.
I remember when he would come to school. What a giant of a man. He looked 10 feet tall to us back then. He always wore a gray suit, always smiling, interacting with students.
With 50 years being such a major milestone, teachers are incorporating that into their everyday classes.
Especially during this first semester where we're going to celebrate the anniversary. I think we have a series of activities for the students, whether it's a coloring contest, whether it's bringing in alumni and administrators through the years to interact with students and faculty.
Wilkie Elementary is unlike any other school in the county, and this statement is backed up by the school's current principal, Miss Lisa Skaggs.
Wilkie is different in that we have kids that live here in town. So our children don't have to commute as much. The structure of the community has changed quite a bit. We're a neighborhood school, and when the school was first founded, there were lots of kids in the neighborhood that came to school here. Well, now those neighborhoods don't have a whole lot of kids coming here, but we have all over the city of Leitchfield, those kids come here. Whereas the other schools out in the county, those children live in rural communities, a lot of farming communities, and so their dynamic is different than what you would find here in Leitchfield.
Skaggs believes that Wilkie will continue to grow in future years to come.
Wilkie just growing and becoming like that flagship school for the community that everyone is proud of. They want their kids to go to school there, and they want to be a part of it.
I am Chase Blaine reporting for Cougars in the Classroom, brought to you by McDonald's of Leitchfield. Tune in next week as we continue our look back at the last 50 years of Wilkie Elementary School.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
We've all seen it. People who thought COVID was a myth.
I thought the vaccine was a hoax.
It's hard to breathe. It don't try to kill you in just one way. It try to kill you in multiple ways.
Now her whole family has tested positive for COVID-19.
That vaccine could have stopped all of this.
I would definitely have opted to get it.
If they're not vaccinated, get vaccinated. See.
Call the COVID-19 hotline at 1-800-232-0233.
Future Designs, your complete home building and remodeling center.
Future Designs has everything you need from design to delivery and everything in between.
From traditional home and building construction materials to the metal roof and siding division, you'll find it at Future Designs.
Quarter paint is also available at Future Designs.
Start at the foundation of any project and work your way up with Futures.
You'll find the product, service, and advice needed for a strong structure.
There's a reason they call it the builder's choice.
Find out why at Future Designs on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County Schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars are leading Ohio County at the half 20-7. Really a good first half for Grayson County. They moved the ball well. They made some stops on defense. A lot to like if you're Grayson County, if you're a fan of Grayson County here in this first half. As the second half is just about 6 minutes away, Grayson County has at least started to retake the field, as they're right now out attempting some, in fact, right now they're attempting snaps, long snaps right now, as that was a huge struggle in the first half of play, as it looks like snapping the ball for Grayson County at this point, I believe, is Will Scott. As they're working in right now, the snapping has not been good for Grayson County at all. As the rest of the Cougars have not officially taken the field, though. Ohio County, they're still in the locker room right now. It is 20-7. We'll try to see if we can't run down a score or two. Obviously not a ton of games happening tonight, as some teams did move ahead. As a final score in soccer action, we can give you that. Davis County has won the boys' third region championship. Ohio County has won the girls' third region soccer championship, as they beat Ohio County beat Owensboro Catholic 2-1 in the third region girls soccer championship game. And as I look, there really aren't a ton of scores coming in. Central Hardin leads Meade County 14-7 at the half. So South Warren was up on Christian County 51-13. Our score, though, is Grayson County 20, Ohio County 7 as it was a Hunter Felty to Jaron Van Meter touchdown, a 35-yarder with 5:42 to play in the first quarter that gave the Cougars a 6-0 lead at the end of one. 5-yard touchdown run by Chandler McCready early in the second quarter made it 14-0. Ohio County answered with a 10-yard touchdown pass from Simmons to Smith, and then a 5-yard touchdown run by Hunter Felty has made it 20-7. Grayson County leads 20-7. Second half comes up next here on K105.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI-Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI-Kids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
And someone says, you need a bone marrow transplant, those are just not words you want to hear.
I got a call that it was the best match. It was one of the best days of my life. I'm so happy that you're okay.
I just want to say thank you for the second chance at life.
Thousands of patients need a donor like you. Learn how you can help at BeTheMatch.org.
The pandemic changed our world and the way we work, live, and connect. But there are better days ahead.
As a boy, I fought polio. Today, America's been polio-free for 40 years thanks to vaccination. We'll beat COVID-19 with vaccine too. Protect yourself and your family. Get vaccinated.
Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School as we get ready to start the second half of action. It's Sam Gormley with you tonight. Appreciate you taking the time to tune in, as it will be Grayson County ball, or no, it'll be Ohio County ball rather to start the second half. As it feels like it should be Grayson County ball to start the second half because Grayson County ran one play in the second half ran one play to start the game, and it was an interception thrown by Michael Wood. Gave Ohio County the ball, but the defense had a big stand for the Cougars in that situation. Grayson is still stretching down on the sideline while Ohio County on the far side has huddled up. Again, Grayson without their starting quarterback, Kaylor Decker, tonight. Decker is questionable for next week's game, and let's hope that he can be back because Grayson County is going to need everybody they possibly can get with Owensboro on the docket coming up next week. As we're just about a minute away from getting back underway here in this second half, and Ohio County will start with the ball. Grayson County leads 20-7 in this game. As other scores, as I'm trying to see if I can't bring you some scores, but there aren't a ton happening in this game. Not a lot happening here tonight. Looks like Grayson County has come back to the sideline, and it appears that we are close to getting underway here in the second half. So it'll be Grayson County to kick deep. Jackson Kane attempted an onside kick, his first attempt, and his second attempt was was it a squib kick? It might have been a squib kick, but it's a squib kick that was a touchback, which, I've been watching a lot of football over these past couple of years, and I'm not sure I've ever seen a squib kick that's been a touchback. Just something that you don't see every day. See what Jackson Kane might do. Maybe he'll just boot this one deep and trust his defense, who, for the most part, has been playing very well in this game. So again, Grayson County to kick this one away. They will kick from left to right on your radio dial. It's now time for the start of the second half. 20-7, Grayson County leads Ohio County. Cougars kicking from left to right. Jackson Kane will kick this from the near hash. And back deep to return for Ohio County. They're going to only send one man back deep. And it appears that that is Abram Ross, the 6-foot freshman. So Ross is all by himself standing back at the 5-yard line. Jackson Kane to kick this one away. Cougs up 20-7 as we get underway here in the second half of action. And it's an onside kick, and Grayson County comes down on it. As that was Jaron Van Meter that recovers it. He ran right up the sideline, and the ball bounced right in his hands. And Grayson is going to get the ball to start the second half. That onside kick, he could not have thrown it better than what it was. And are they saying it didn't go 10 yards? I guess they are. It looked like it went 10 yards from my vantage point, but the officials are talking this one over, as it looked like Van Meter caught it right at the 50-yard line. And we're still waiting officially. Did they say that it's Grayson County ball or not? It is Grayson County ball. So that was a little weird there, as it looked like the officials were talking to see if they got the ball before it went 10 yards. In fact, they're going to officially place it at the 48-yard line of Ohio County. So Van Meter clearly via that spot got it an easy amount of time. So be Felty in the shotgun formation. He had a very good first half of play. He was very successful running the ball, something that he hasn't necessarily done as much. Looks like Michael Wood is in the game at running back to his left. 3 wide receivers down here to the near side. Felty will pass. It's a 3-step drop. Steps up in the pocket. Throws down the seam to McCready at the 25-yard line. Pass complete. McCready carries it down to the 15. And that was a beautiful pass completion. Give that one 33 yards and a first down, Cougars. Really nice pitch and catch as McCready went out wide, ran up the seam, and Felty delivered a perfect ball to him. Shotgun formation again for Felty. Felty hands it off to McCready. McCready comes up the right side and drives up to, or down to the 12-yard line. And that's where he is stopped. Forward progress will drop him there. In there on the tackle for Ohio County was Jacob Reese. It's down to the 12 officially. 3-yard pickup there for Grayson County. It'll be 2nd down and 6 coming up for Grayson. Felty rolls out here to the near side, and he is going to be sacked as a man came from the far side untouched and hit him immediately. Jut Lee picks up the sack there for Ohio County, and that's going to pretty much lose the yardage that McCready had gotten on the previous play. As it'll officially back the ball up to the 17-yard line. That is a 5-yard loss, and it'll be 3rd down and 11 for Grayson County. They need to get the ball to the 6. Felty gets the play call from the second-year head coach Brian Jones. Jones is in his 2nd season with the 8-7 record, trying to stay above 500. He has never been below 500 as the Grayson County Cougar head coach. Felty in the shotgun formation. Ball placed on the near hash. 3 wide receivers to the left side. Bratcher is down here to the near side. Felty will roll out to that far side. Looks to scan. Now he's looking to scramble. Throws over in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! It looks like Michael Wood on the pass completion, and Grayson adds to their lead. As Felty rolled out to that far side and just kept on waiting and waiting and waiting. And finally, it looks like it was Wood that stuck his hand in there, found the open spot in the defense, and gets the Grayson County touchdown. 17 yards on the pass completion by Hunter Felty, his 2nd touchdown pass of the game and the 3rd of his career. Jackson Kane on to attempt the extra point. It's a good snap. It's long enough, and he put it through. Grayson County leads 27-7. This is Cougar football on K105.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Grayson County leads this one 27-7 with 10 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the third quarter after the 17-yard touchdown pass from Hunter Felty to Michael Wood. For Felty, that is his third touchdown pass of the season. And for Michael Wood, that is his 10th overall touchdown on this year. Woods turned in a very nice season. Jackson Kane to attempt the kick. This time it's a little pooch kick that comes down here to the near side, takes a weird bounce. Ohio County comes down with it at the 24-yard line, and paying the price immediately was Caden Goff, the freshman, as he was hit by Owen Bratcher for Grayson. And Goff is going to be having nightmares about Owen Bratcher because Goff picked it up, looked up, and saw the 6'4" Owen Bratcher right in his face immediately. So Ohio County, to start their first possession of this second half, will have the ball with 10:06 to play. They trail 27-7. As it was going to be officially placed here at the 23-yard line of Ohio County. Eagles have had drives where they've moved the ball, and then they've had drives where they haven't been able to do anything. Walker goes into motion. They're going to give it to him on the pitch from the near side to the far side, and he is swung down in the backfield by Toms for a loss. Toms brings him back to the 21-yard line, and that was a really good job reading that jet sweep. Sometimes Ohio County has run that and has had holes that they could drive trains through. That time Toms met the hole and brought down Walker in the backfield for a loss of 2 yards. Second down and 12 for Ohio County. Working from right to left on your radio dial. It's a low snap on the ground, and Grayson County got it. Well, now it's a mob for it, and it looked like Grayson was to at first, but no, Ohio somehow does come down on top of it. And that is a huge break for Ohio County because it looked like Grayson did come down with that on top of it at first. As it is going to be a loss of 14 yards, though, on the play. And it is going to be third down and 26. As standing in his own end zone is Matthew Smith, who's in at quarterback. They've kind of shifted between the two. Smith looks to pass, throws down the near side on the wheel route, and it is intercepted by McCready. 10-5, touchdown, Cougars. Chandler McCready, the pick six, and Grayson County has an answer. About a 16-yard interception return for a touchdown, and that's the second defensive touchdown for Grayson County on this season. McCready read that wheel route to perfection, and Grayson County leads 33-7. The fans chanting Chandler here at Cougar Stadium tonight. Fan meter in to hold this for Jackson Kane. This would make it a 34-7 game if they can put their second consecutive PAT through. It's a good snap. The kick's up. It's long enough, and Kane puts it through. About a 16-yard interception return for a touchdown by McCready gives Grayson County a 34-7 lead here with 8 minutes and 49 seconds to play in the third quarter. Grayson County has come out in this second half and laid 2 right hooks to Ohio County. Will that be the knockout punch? Only time will tell. Ohio County is immediately back onto the field to return a kickoff. They're going to get the ball right back, about 16 yards on the interception return for a touchdown by Chandler McCready. Eight minutes, 49 seconds to play here in the third quarter. So Jackson Kane to kick this one away to Ohio County, as Grayson County has opened this one up to a 34-7 lead. This has been the best game Grayson County has played in quite a while. They do another onside kick, and it hits a Grayson County player in the head, and it's recovered by Ohio County, as it hit a player in the head before the 10-yard mark. So that was going to be an illegal touching on Grayson County, but regardless, Ohio County comes down with it. And really, it was another great onside kick by Jackson Kane. Kane is really, really good at that. So Ohio County will have the ball 8 minutes and 47 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Grayson County all over the Eagles, 34-7. Ball's placed on the Grayson 47-yard line. First down and 10. Shotgun formation. It's a handoff to Smith on the sweep. He's across the right side, across the 45, and gets down to the 44-yard line. And looks like we're going to have a timeout immediately taken here by Brian Jones. He wasn't happy with something he saw in his defense, so we will take it with him. 8 minutes, 37 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 34-7, Cougs lead. This is Cougar football on K105.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI-Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI-Kids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
And someone says, you need a bone marrow transplant, those are just not words you want to hear.
I got a call that it was the best match. It was one of the best days of my life. I'm so happy that you're okay.
I just want to say thank you for the second chance at life.
Thousands of patients need a donor.
Second down here for Ohio County, second down and 7. Ball placed on the 44-yard line. Shotgun formation for Simmons. He's going to roll out to pass down here to the near side. It's thrown off into the flat to Walker. It's complete at the 40-yard line. He's up across the 35, and he's shoved out of bounds by McCready down to the 32-yard line, as that is about a 12-yard pickup on the pass completion. First down and 10 will come up for Ohio County. Ball placed on the 32-yard line. As the Eagles get that pass completion 12 yards out of the Grayson County timeout. Smith is in at shotgun at the quarterback position. A high snap. It is a quarterback keeper right side, and he slips as he tried to make the turn. It's going to be a loss of probably about a half a yard for Smith as he was going, and as he looked and tried to find the hole, he slipped and fell. And they are going to give him a loss of 1 yard back to the 33-yard line. 7 minutes, 53 seconds and counting to play here in the third quarter. It is 34-7. Grayson County leads Ohio County. The Cougars have scored 14 points in this second half already on the 17-yard touchdown pass from Felty and the 16-yard interception returned by McCready. Faking the handoff, Simmons throws, and it is way overthrown as it was intended for Dalton Burns. And that was almost another interception for Chandler McCready. As I didn't mention that Chandler McCready, his interception makes it to where Sheriff Norman Chaffins now is up to $650 donated to the Grayson County Cougar Football Boosters program. It'll be third down and 11. Ohio County needs to get the ball down to the 22. Shotgun formation. It'll be a handoff on the sweep here to the near side to Smith. Smith tries to find a hole, slips a tackle, gets up to the 30-yard line where he's slammed backwards. His forward progress will give him a gain of 3, but he's lucky that he got that much because it looked like he was going to be dropped for a loss on the play. Fourth down and 8 will come up for Ohio County, and when you are down by 27 points, I'm not sure you have any decision but to go for it. Fourth down and 8 for Ohio County. They need to get the ball to the 22. This will be a huge stop for Grayson County. Try and potentially move us closer to a running clock situation. 2 wide receivers to the right side, 1 here to the near side. It's the shotgun formation. Simmons looks to pass, throws over the middle. The pass is complete. He's not going to get the first down. He is stopped well short. Grayson County holds, and it's a turnover on downs. Really nice job by the Grayson County defense there, as it's only a pickup of about 2 yards on the play. The Grayson County offense will retake the field with 6 minutes and 36 seconds to play here in this first half. As the Grayson County-Ohio County series has been really interesting, as this is the 34th all-time matchup between these two teams. Grayson County won last year in Hartford 26-7, but it was Ohio County who won the last game here at Grayson County High School. In fact, the road team has won 4 consecutive games in this series. Ball's placed on the 27-yard line. All alone is Felty. He's going to give it on a jet sweep pitch. And getting up to the 30-yard line is Michael Wood. He slips a tackle there, and his momentum carries him up to the 36. Really nice run by Michael Wood, and that was just one of those that his legs kept moving and gets it up to the 36-yard line. 2nd down and 2 coming up for Grayson. 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. In Grayson County all over Ohio County, 34-7. Felty and Wood get the play call. Looks like Trey Waltermeyer might have given that play call. Waltermeyer, one of the assistant coaches, pride of Grayson County High School, and he also played college football at Kentucky Wesleyan. They're going to spread it out here. 5 wide receivers outside, 4 down here to the near side, 1 to the left side. Man in motion from the far side to the near side is McCready. They're going to give it to him on the pitch. Down here to the near side. He's outside the numbers at the 40-yard line where he's brought down by Walker. As McCready stuck his foot in the ground, looked to turn back upfield, but when he did that, he was met by Jalen Walker. McCready, though, gets up to the 43-yard line. That is a 7-yard pickup and enough for a first down Cougars. As that was really good, though, by spreading it out, and it just spreads the defense out, and you can find a lot of holes in there. 5:10 to play here in this third quarter. Grayson leads 34-7. Michael Wood is going to be the running back to the left of Felty. 2 on each side of the junior quarterback, Hunter Felty. And keeping the ball up the middle goes Felty. He carries it across the 45-yard line where he lowered his shoulder, kind of ran over the back, Caden Goff, who is back there. And you can give Hunter Felty 5 yards up to the 48-yard line. 2nd down and 5 comes up for Grayson. Grayson's just moving the ball very well tonight. I'm sure Brian Jones has to be very happy, but the thing that stands out the most is that they're finishing. They're finishing drives as well, as they were 2 of 5 in the red zone last week against Breckenridge County. It's a shotgun formation. Felty looks to pass down here to the near side on the screen to Van Meter. Van Meter slips a tackle at the line of scrimmage and gets up near the 50-yard line. That's a 3-yard pickup on the screen to Jaron Van Meter. It'll be 3rd down and 3 coming up for Grayson. 3 minutes, 45 seconds and counting to play here in this third quarter of play. Felty gets the play call from Brian Jones, trots in and breaks the huddle. Felty has McCready to his right. 3 wide receivers down here to the near side. Ohio County showing blitz. Up the middle, they're going to rush 5. Faking the handoff. Felty throws. He's a man wide open. Michael Wood, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cougars. Michael Wood, a 50-yard reception. That's the longest pass completion of the year for Grayson County, and the Cougs lead 40-7. 50-yard touchdown pass from Hunter Felty to Michael Wood, and Grayson County has blown this one wide open. They're going to attempt another extra point. Jackson Gain has made 2 in a row, and the biggest key to that is that the snaps have been great. We're not in a situation where Grayson County can make it a running clock just yet. It needs to be 36. It's a terrible snap that bounces up, and Grayson County's just going to fall down on top of it. So I guess the old announcer's jinx comes back to bite them there. And Grayson County, though, will hang on to the 40-7 lead with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. Want to remind you to join us next Friday night as the Grayson County Cougar football team will make a road trip to Rash Stadium in Owensboro High School. So Cougars will look to pull a little upset. No other way to put it. Owensboro will be heavily favored in that game, but Grayson County wins that, and things get interesting. Things get very interesting. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, Grayson County beats Owensboro. Again, we're talking here, it's only happened once in the history of the Grayson County-Owensboro series. But if Grayson County does win, Cougars could potentially look into hosting a playoff game if, crazier things have happened. We'll say that. Again, obviously, easier said than done, but as they always say, that is why you play the game. Jackson Kane to attempt the kick, and will Brian Jones go another onside kick? I'd imagine not. Let's see what they do. We're waiting for the official to officially let him kick this away. Grayson leads 40-7, and Kane's just going to boot this one deep over to the far side where no one is for Ohio County, and it is going to die at the 5-yard line, and it's picked up on that far side and running out of bounds. Near the 20-yard line is Ohio County. That was one that the deep back, Abram Ross, has been standing even with Jackson Kane. Whichever hash Jackson Kane kicks from, that's where Ross stands. And Jackson Kane said, oh, well, okay, I'll just kick it to the far hash where no one is, and made Ross go a long way to get it. In fact, it looks like he's actually ran out of bounds at the 15-yard line, so not good field position for Ohio County at all with 3:07 to play here in the third quarter. Shotgun formation. It's a direct snap to Matthew Smith. He's a big hole across the 20, across the 25, hurdles a man there, and gets down to the 30-yard line. That's one of the biggest plays of the game for Ohio County. They're starting to move the ball here a little bit. Ohio County obviously trails by 33 in this game, but I'm sure that if Josh Munnan is looking, he's happy to see that his team is at least, trying to stay positive as much as one can. Trips to the right side, one here to the near side. It's the shotgun formation. It is the quarterback Simmons. He looks to throw off in the flat to Walker. It's complete at the 34-yard line, and Walker is slammed down at the 35 by Grayson County. Looks like Toms was in there on the tackle for the Cougars. 2:18 to play in this game as the ball is taken up to the 35-yard line. You can give him 7 yards on the pass and run. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for Ohio County. They trail 40-7. 2 minutes and counting to play here in the third quarter. Spreading out a little bit more here with 2 wide receivers down here to the near side. Ohio County looks to pass. They're going to throw a screen, and it is incomplete. So it was intended for Blake Wallace, the 5'8 senior. Wasn't a great pass, and Wallace wasn't able to catch that one off of his shoelaces. 3rd down and 3 will come up for Ohio County. 1 minute, 43 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Simmons will go into the shotgun formation. Looks like Smith is to his left. They're going to hand it off to Smith. Smith goes across that right side, and his second effort is going to get him there to the 40-yard line. As at first it looked like Grayson was going to stop him short, but he got that just extra effort and the extra lurch to get him up to the 40-yard line. That's a 5-yard pickup and a 1st down, Eagles. It's not something we've said a lot tonight, as the Grayson County defense has played very well. It's another handoff. No, it's a triple reverse here, and it's a down here to the near side. On the run is Ross, as Ross carries it across the 45-yard line and gets down into Grayson County territory up to the 49. As they handed it off to Smith, and Smith gave it to Ross, And Ross got that one down to the 49. 1 minute and counting to play. Ohio County starting to move the ball with some success. Simmons in the shotgun. Smith actually looks like might be moving in at quarterback here. Not really sure who actually. Simmons is going to take the snap, and he's going to hand it to Ross in the backfield. And Ross has no gain. So he took that up the middle. Looks like Sawyer Drake and Cooper Goff in there on the tackle for Grayson County. No gain on the play. Looks like we might have one more play here in this third quarter as Grayson County leads 40-7 against Ohio County. Two wide receivers down here to the near side. They'll make one more snap unless this pass falls incomplete. Instead, they're going to run it to Smith, and Smith is swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Drake in there again, along with a host of other Cougars. Will Scott as well in there for Grayson County, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. Grayson County all over Ohio County, 40-7 after 3. This is Cougar football on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School as we start the fourth quarter of play. It is Grayson County 40, Ohio County 7. Sam Gormley with you tonight. It'll be Ohio County with the ball, 3rd down and 10. The ball is placed on the Grayson County 49-yard line. Ohio County needs to get the ball to the 39-yard line, and now looks like the trainer is running onto the field, and I'm not sure where he's – oh, there's an Ohio County player that's stumbling off on the far side of the field. Looks like it was Jalen Walker. Let's hope he's okay. It's kind of a scary moment as they stop the game to allow the trainer to run to the far side of the field. 3rd down and 9. All alone in the backfield is Simmons. Past couple of times they've done this, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Ohio County's Josh Munnan. Takes a timeout on the first play of the fourth quarter. That is not what you want. Again, to wrap up this regular season, Grayson County next week will travel to Owensboro, and then 2 weeks from tomorrow night, Grayson County will host Hart County. So that'll be senior night. This will be a good game between the Cougs and the Raiders. As I know, that was one of those games that COVID took away last year. I was kind of looking forward to Grayson County, Hart County. If my memory is right, it was on the schedule, but COVID took it away. And it's good to see that game back on. I know Hart County has been having a very impressive season. They started off, I think, 3-1, 4-1. And it's going to be a tough challenge for Grayson County taking on the Raiders. That is 2 weeks from tomorrow night. But 1 week from tomorrow night as well, it'll be Grayson County on the road at Owensboro. Out of the timeout, it'll be 3rd down and 10 again for Ohio County. This time they're going to change up the formation. They're going to go shotgun formation. Simmons is the quarterback. Looks like Smith is to the right. They have 2 wide receivers here to the near side. A man in motion from the far side comes to the near side, and it's going to be a sweep play to him. He comes across this near side. It's Ross, and he just ran the sidelines, and he's swung down by Michael Wood for a loss of 1 yard. As Ross just ran from the far side to the near side in a straight line towards us here in the press box, and it was just one of those things that he had nowhere to go. He had nowhere to turn up field and make a play. Be 4th down and 11. Ohio County trails this 40-7 with 11:25 to play here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you got to go for it in this situation. It's a shotgun formation. Rolling out to pass is Simmons, throws a screen pass and dropped down for a loss. Toms read it perfectly, and Smith was hit immediately and dropped down for a loss. Nice play by Toms to come in from the second level of the defense to drop Smith for a loss on the play. That'll be turnover on downs. Grayson County gets the football back with 11:09 to play here in tonight's contest. See if Grayson keeps their starters on the field. They will. Sure, probably one more drive for them before turning into getting some of the younger guys. It'll officially be placed on the Ohio County 47-yard line. First down and 10 for Grayson. Felty, two pass, three-step drop, looks to pass, and he's going to scramble. He slips a tackle, just throws it away, and it's incomplete. As Felty was brought down, and he is slow to get up. Let's hope he's okay, and he is limping off the field right now, and that is not a good sign, as he was kind of slung down. And Brian Jones is not happy with his line at all, and let's hope Hunter Felty is okay. Be interesting to see what Brian Jones will do here. Felty's going to go back in there. Knowing Hunter Felty, though, I don't know a lot about Hunter, but he seems like a gamer, and most backup quarterbacks are. He's not the starter, but when he gets his chance, he's going to take every opportunity and every snap that he can, and I like that. And he's going to go all alone, by himself in the backfield. Four wide receivers to the right side. McCready comes in motion from the near side to the far side, and it's going to be a pitch to him. He gets across the 45-yard line, across the 40, across the 35, breaks the tackle, 20, 15, 10, 5, dives towards the goal line. He is in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Chandler McCready, a 47-yard touchdown, and Grayson blows this one wide open even more. It is 46-7 Cougars. What a run by Chandler McCready, and that shows how shifty he is. That run made me feel very similar to the run against Edmonson County all the way back to start the season. What a run by McCready. Jackson Kane on to attempt the extra point. It's been an adventure, to say the least, on special teams tonight for Grayson County. It's another not a good snap. Van Meter's looking to make something happen, throws, and it is incomplete. That was the first time Grayson County made something happen, but that does that. 10:48 to play here in the fourth quarter. Grayson leads 46-7. This is Cougar football on K105.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI-Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI-Kids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Grayson County leads this one 46-7. 10 minutes and counting to play here in the fourth quarter. The Cougars are well on their way to moving to 4-4 on the season and 2-2 in district play. Jackson Kane to kick, and it is going to be kicked and recovered by Grayson County on the far side. The player, did it go out of bounds or not? It almost looked like the Ohio County player was waiting for it to go out of bounds, but Grayson County recovers it. And because it's an onside kick, I don't believe Grayson County can advance it. So Grayson takes over. That is the old-fashioned unintentional onside kick. And Grayson is going to get the football back with 9 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Hunter Felty goes back in at quarterback, and wow, that was the unintentional onside kick. As it'll go here in the shotgun formation, Hunter Felty. He'll hand it off to McCready. McCready, big hole, 25-20. Breaks a tackle there across the 15-yard line, and he's brought down at the 13. And going up and talking after the play is an Ohio County player. They're going to throw a penalty after that play. An Ohio County player, that's number 25, Jut Lee, got up and was yelling at Chandler McCready after, and McCready comes down to the sideline and goes down to a knee. I hope he's okay, as he took a hard hit after that play, and Jut Lee got into the face. Personal foul called against Grayson County. I guess Chandler McCready might have done something to Jut Lee that caused him to react in that way. So the ball got down to about the 13-yard line, and they're going to move it back. And it was after the play, so it will be a first down here coming up. I guess McCready might have took a shot back or something. We missed it. Because I saw Jut Lee for Ohio County got up and was yelling at Chandler McCready. So the ball moves back to exactly where it was. So it's at the 28-yard line. So McCready picked up 15 on that run, and it was after the play, so the run does stand. First down and send for Grayson. Felty in the shotgun formation. Looks like Michael Wood is the running back to the right. And it is going to be a handoff to Wood. Wood slipped a tackle in the backfield, keeps the legs moving up to the 26-yard line where he shoved backwards. Looks like they'll give Wood about forward progress up to the 26. That's a 2-yard pickup. 8 minutes and counting to play here in tonight's game. Grayson County leads this one 46-7 against Ohio County. As this is Grayson County's most points that they've scored in a game against Ohio County in program history. They have never scored more than this against the Eagles. The Eagles have the record for points scored in this series of 60. That happened 4 years ago. And it is Felty. He's going to keep it himself across the 25-yard line, and that's where he's dropped. As he was slung down like a sack of potatoes there by Gabe Lee, the senior. And they'll give him no gain on the play. As I thought maybe he'd gotten up to the 25, but the official disagrees. 7-10 and counting to play here in the fourth quarter. Grayson County all over Ohio County, 46-7. Felty gets the play call. It's good to see Hunter Felty moving, and it doesn't look like that weird play where he was brought down that there's anything serious or anything to worry about. Might have sometimes you get brought down the weird way, and you just got to kind of move the knee a little bit, and then you feel a little bit better. Two wide receivers on each side. Felty looks to pass, throws on the curl route. The pass is complete to Toms, and that'll be a first down, Cougars. As Toms catches that one down to the 13-yard line, 13 yards on the pass completion from Felty to Toms. Grayson County starting to put it on Ohio County here a little bit. It's interesting to see that they're still passing the ball. I guess in a lot of ways this is a rivalry. Grayson County, Ohio County. District game means a little bit more. Obviously, Ohio County and Grayson County used to be district opponents in all sports. Because when they were a part of the 12th district, it was Grayson, McLean, and Ohio. But that changed back, I believe 2006 was the first year. It's a handoff to Wood. Wood goes up the middle, and he's slung down after a gain of maybe 1 yard down to the 12. A little slow to get up after the play are multiple Ohio County players, and he might have been cramping, and it looks like one of his players was helping him up. That's big 78 Brock Decker, 6'7", 221 pounds. I think after he's playing both ways tonight, he probably just needed a little bit of a break, and I'm not sure I blame him. It's been a long game. Felty and Drake check into the game for Grayson, deliver the play call. 5:10 and counting to play here in tonight's game. Grayson again leads Ohio County 46-7. Cougars will improve to 4-4 on the season, 2-2 in district play. Looks like it's actually going to be, maybe it's a direct snap here to Felty. Felty throws a screen here to the near side to Wood. 10-5, Wood runs over a man and goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Grayson County has put this one up to 52 points, and Grayson leads 52-7. Michael Wood made a defender pay at the goal line. I don't think anybody should stand in the way of Michael Wood and 6 points, and he just proved why in that situation. Jackson Kane on to attempt the PAT. No fault of his own. It has been an adventure. Some have been great. Some have not been good. That one's good, and it's blocked. The PAT is no good. Grayson leads 52-7 against Ohio County. We'll take a break and come back with more as this is Cougar football on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think
Jackson Kane takes the kick, and it is a booming kick that is going to roll into the end zone. Jackson Kane kicked that, and it was rolling, and rolls across the goal line. Ohio County has to be careful there. Grayson County was coming down. They were going to try and pick up another onside kick that way. 2:51 to play and counting in tonight's game. It's all Grayson, 52-7. They lead Ohio County in this one. Eagles are going to have the ball at the 20-yard line, and they will just run this clock out and try to get out of here, making sure nobody else gets hurt. This will be Grayson County's biggest win since August the 30th of 2019 against Nelson County. We're going to have a timeout now taken by Grayson County. So that'll stop the clock with 2 minutes and 21 seconds. It looks like the Cougars were a little bit slow to break out of the huddle. As I look down here at my phone and I see a message coming in from former Grayson County Lady Cougar head coach Ted Hill. He's now the head coach of the Lady Eagles basketball team. Said he's locked in listening to us tonight. And for Coach Hill, I know we're going to miss you on the sideline. And in a lot of ways, we hope you win every single game except a game. It's like the January the 22nd or something when the Lady Cougars come there to Hartford. Got to cheer for the orange and blue that game. But other than that, we hope you have a lot of success at Ohio County, going back to some of your roots there. And we're going to miss you here at Grayson County High School this year as we break out of the timeout. But it's always good to hear from Coach Hill. 2 minutes and 21 seconds to play here in tonight's game out of the timeout. Ohio County probably just going to run a few plays and get out of here with this one. It's a high snap, handoff up the middle across the 20-yard line, getting up to the 25-yard line. That's Matthew Smith on the run. Did the ball come out? No, they're cheering because Jackson Kane is coming in to play defense, the kicker. He's going to check in and play linebacker. And I made a comment in a game to Brian Jones saying that he looks like a linebacker out there, and, well, we're going to see if he is or not. Simmons rolls out to the far side, and it is a screen, little bubble screen out to the far side, pass complete. And the ball goes out of bounds. That'll be enough for a first down for Ohio County up to the 31-yard line. 1 minute, 38 seconds, and counting to play. Grayson County going to win this one. It all just depends on the score here at this point. Is it going to be 52-7, or will Ohio County add more points to this? It's the shotgun formation. Good snap, handoff near side, and that is a handoff to Ross. Ross gets across the 35-yard line, slips a tackle at the 40. He's across the 50, across the 45-40, and he's being shoved out of bounds down near the 36-yard line. Aiden Ross with a nice run there. As Abram Ross, 17 carries for 77 yards coming into tonight's game. Carries that one down to the 36-yard line, as that is a pickup of nearly 40 yards. 34 to be exact on that. As we're under a minute to play in tonight's game, Grayson County going to win this one. They'll move to 4-4 on the season. It's a shotgun formation, a little bit of high snap. Simmons corrals, looks to throw down the seam, and it is intercepted by Grayson County. Intercepted at the 15-yard line and running out of bounds, and that interception is pulled down there by Grayson. I'm not sure who that is. It's whoever it is being mobbed by his teammates and not allowing us a chance to say who it was. As the fans are, as the team is still, and they're lifting him up on his shoulders right now. As I'm still looking to see if I can't get a number, but the pile is moving, and that's going to do it. Grayson County picks up a 52-7 win against Ohio County. What a win. We'll come back and wrap it up after this. This is Cougar Football on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 400246.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19, and that means calling ahead instead of going directly to a doctor or hospital if you're sick. It means being more patient. We're all in this together, and we all have a role in preventing the spread. So, prepare, focus on the essentials, protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
The pandemic changed our world and the way we work, live, and connect. But there are better days ahead.
As a boy, I fought polio. Today, America's been polio-free for 40 years thanks to vaccination. We'll beat COVID-19 with vaccine too. Protect yourself and your family. Get vaccinated.
Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. This message brought to you by
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
The pandemic changed our world and the way we work, live, and connect. But there are better days ahead.
As a boy, I fought polio. Today, America's been polio-free for 40 years thanks to vaccination. We'll beat COVID-19 with vaccine too. Protect yourself and your family. Get vaccinated.
Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hi, I'm Janine Lucas with Wilson Muir Bank. Our focus is on building communities, and in many of our markets, agriculture is at heart of those communities. We are proud to partner with local farmers and value your role in Kentucky and globally. Our commitment runs deep because we understand your passion for farming. Many of us are farmers ourselves. Whether farming is your pastime or your livelihood, invite us to your operation or stop by our offices and let us know how Wilson Muir Bank can help you grow. Together we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 403246.
This is my house. My parents helped build it. Now we don't get wet when it rains. I don't get too hot or too cold inside. I can play with my sister. I can play with my brother. I can play with my mother, my father, my family. This is my house.
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 Visit Habitat.org to find out how you can help more families like mine.
It's a great night to be a Cougar. Grayson County picks up a 52-7 win against Ohio County in a dominating victory. And it's one of these things that Grayson County needed a win in the worst kind of way. And I look right down now to my right, and it looks like he's got his headphones on, so he's listening. So I can be sure that I can say this one more time. Mr. Spirit's got his headphones on, so I'm sure he's listening to us right now. Looks like he's talking to Dr. Isaac Miller. And if you see him out over these next couple of days, Mr. Spirit going to be celebrating a birthday on Tuesday. So from all of us at K105 here at K105 Sports, and I can say really from the entire Grayson County community, big old happy birthday to Mr. Spirit coming up on Tuesday. So if you see him out, be sure you wish him a big old happy birthday. Grayson County picks up the 52-7 victory tonight against Ohio County in what was a dominating performance. If you are Brian Jones, you have to be extremely happy with how your team came out. You forced 3 turnovers. Your offense moved the ball extremely well. In fact, that I'm looking down here. Grayson County scored on every single possession except for they threw an interception on the first drive of the game, on the first play of the game, and then they got the ball with 20 seconds to play in the first half and just ran one play. When you score on every single possession, except for the end of the half and an interception that you throw on one play, that's a lot to like. And I'm sure Brian Jones is going to be very, very happy when we get a chance to talk with him in just a few moments. Grayson County picks up the 52-7 victory. Coming up on our fifth quarter show, we'll run down the scoring from this game, the very few scores that are from around the region, and we will get a chance to talk to the head man himself, Brian Jones. This is Cougar Football on K105.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
The pandemic changed our world and the way we work, live, and connect. But there are better days ahead.
As a boy, I fought polio. Today, America's been polio-free for 40 years thanks to vaccination. We'll beat COVID-19 with vaccine too. Protect yourself and your family. Get vaccinated.
Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, They may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI-Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI-Kids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars have picked up a win against Ohio County by a final score of 52-7. And I'm joined now by the head coach of the Cougars, head coach Brian Jones. And Coach, your offense tonight threw an interception on the first play of the game, and then other than one drive where you got the ball with 20 seconds left at the end of the first half, you scored on every single possession. As a head coach, can't draw it up much better than that, can you?
No, I thought Hunter Felty played a really, really solid game for us. Threw the ball really nice.
He missed one pass.
Yeah, and he gets better every week. And I just told him when we were there in the huddle, if you would have told me going into this year that we'd have 3-4 games without Kaler, I would have told you we were in trouble. Just based on where Hunter was, in the past. I think he's kind of taken a back seat, and he got thrown in there early in the year, and with some different situations that we've been in, and each time he's been the starter, he's gotten better every week, and couldn't be more proud of his play. We didn't know until 2:30 yesterday that he was going to be our starter today, and he doesn't flinch. He jumps right in there, and best game I've seen him play. But the guys around him did a really good job. We got some guys in space, and we got some pretty good athletes, and just all the way around a really, really good job of executing. And we adjusted well when they kind of went from a 4-man front to a 5-man front, and sometimes they went no high safety, and really did a good job with some of the assistant coaches at kind of recognizing some things that were there. We had ran one of our RPOs and snuck a guy behind him and come back to it and hit Michael Wood for a long touchdown. So just all the way around, really good job top to bottom.
Hunter Felty, the one more thing I want to stand on is I kind of mentioned it was first play. Well, I guess it was Michael Wood that threw the interception. It was not Felty.
Right.
But still, for your offense, you ran kind of a little trick play.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Probably could not have worked less because it ends up in an interception. But then your defense comes out and kind of punches him right in the mouth, and you get the ball back, and then you go down and score. What does that say about your team?
I think even in the games we've lost, we've went down fighting, and that is something that I've been really, really impressed with this group is that they haven't, other than the start of the Graves County game, the first probably 5 or 6 minutes, I felt like we kind of gave them more than they deserved, and then all of a sudden we thought we could play with them, and we turned it up a notch or two, and and battled for a long time in that game, and then in the Butler County game we've got an opportunity as time's running out to win that one, even though we weren't playing great when we just kept fighting and stayed in the ball game. Breck County, same thing, we didn't play great but stayed in the game and make a phenomenal 2-minute drive down the 4-yard line. And so, these guys, they don't quit. And I'm proud of that, to even though those losses hurt, when you think about some of the other things that you want to see out of your kids, we exhibit those things. And tonight was just great effort with good execution. And, when we match those things together, I really like this team. I mean, I really do, and I keep telling them week in, week out that, when we match effort with execution, we're really good, and I'd like to see us do that. Thanks, man. I'd like to see us do that against the big dogs and see what we're really made of against those teams. So, I all the way around just really excited about this effort. We threw this game on the kids yesterday afternoon. Hey, we're moving it up a day. Lose Kaler yesterday. And, it's kind of par for the course this year for us.
Didn't look like it.
Yeah,
the
adversity that we just have battled week in, week out. The kids just keep responding. And, one thing I want to say is we pulled up some young kids this week, and I really think that helped our practices, is having a few more kids around. Those kids showed up with great energy, and I'll be honest with you, throw a little credit their way. They're eager to be around and proud to be around, so they give good effort. They want to impress the older guys, and you've seen the older guys kind of respond to that. And so all the way around, just a really good week. It was probably our best week of practice, and it was nice to see it come out and show tonight with a big win.
He just came up here, gave you a fist bump, Chandler. Again, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. No words to put what he's going through. He had himself a great night tonight.
Yes, he did.
Had a pick six. He had a couple of other touchdowns offensively. I mean, for what he's going through, to still come out here and put together a performance like that, what does that say to you as a coach?
It's kind of hard to
even put into words.
Yeah, and imagine being in those shoes. I've got my mom and dad, and like I said, I've been through a similar situation with another kid, and somebody that I have stayed extremely close with, and I hope the same stays true with Chandler. He's going to be a successful young man, in my opinion. You can see it now because how he's handled adversity, and probably the most adverse situation a 17-year-old boy can be in, to lose his father, who's his best friend, but continue to battle and stay loyal to his team and show up to practice and give good effort and, stay committed to the things that he committed to when things were going good. It's just a testament to him as a human being and his character. And, I think when he becomes a grown man and a father of his own and all those things, he's going to be, a productive citizen. And hopefully it's the community of Grayson County. Hopefully he's somebody who goes off to college and comes back, because he can contribute and make this place a better place. But, just by seeing how he handles things as a young man, it's only going to get better for him. And so it's just really impressive to see, him handle these things the way he has. Very mature.
I know this morning on our morning show, Sheriff Norman Chaffins was our guest co-host, and I asked him a question, something along the lines of how much money are you going to be donating tonight? And he's donating $50 for every takeaway, and he gets 3. But it's even better when his son makes him pay. But you had different guys step up. Chandler had the pick 6. Grayson Chaffins has one. And then was it Cornwell there at the end that had the last second pick? I mean, that's got to feel good, too, that these young guys are stepping up as well.
Yes, absolutely. It's nice in these games to get some of those young guys some time and some experience, because, we're going to need them to play next year. We're going to have some guys graduate. It's going to create some vacancies, and we're going to need these guys to step in. And so the more experience they can get under the lights in a varsity game, the more relaxed and ready they'll be when the time is it's their time to be the starter. And, we've got some young guys that we're really excited about. Stephen Lee played a lot of significant time. He's a guy that, every day just works his tail off, gives great effort, very coachable. Cornwell, he's a guy that just has grown into a special teams player right now as a sophomore, but gives great effort. You never hear one thing about him being undersized or anything like that. He just plays ball. So there's a lot of young guys that we're excited about, and we love, the opportunity to get them in these games and let them get some varsity time, because it'll pay off, in the years to come, this early experience. And, don't forget the turnover on the onside kick too. We had 2 of them. So hopefully Norman will chip in on those, because those are turnovers in our book.
We were talking about that he wasn't sure about Muhlenberg County, whether he'd have to pay 3 more.
Well,
now that's between you two there.
That's supposed to be a possession for them that ends up a possession for us.
See, I'm fine with making him have to shell more money out.
Yeah, I'm sure our booster club is too.
Next week, obviously, is next week.
Yep.
And I know you want to enjoy tonight's. Last year when I asked you, I think it was actually after Ohio County as well, and you said something along the lines of, we get the opportunity to shake up the world.
Yep.
You look next week against Owensboro. Obviously, they don't have Gavin Wimsett. He's no longer there. but that team's a whole lot more. They got a really good running back, and still the quarterback that's filled in seems like he doesn't even miss a spot.
Yep.
They play Graves tomorrow. How do you prepare for a monster next week?
I think we just stick to everything that we've been doing. And I told the guys the exact same thing that I said last year, and I will say it every time we get to play one of those teams. It is an opportunity for us. We can't look at it as, we have to go play Owensboro. No, we get to go play them. That is something that not every kid gets to see. Hey, I'm lining up across a kid that's going to, whatever Division I school. I get an opportunity to test my skill against somebody that's been recognized to have good skill, and let's see what we got. And, I think if we have some confidence, I think we can play with those guys. I really do, because I think we've got very good players. And when we give ourselves a chance, I really like our opportunity to go there. And I said the exact same thing when we were out there in the team huddle. We get an opportunity to go shake up the world, because nobody thinks that we're going to go over there and win that game, let alone even play with them. Everybody expects us to ride to Owensboro next Friday night and it be a running clock. And, and I think everybody would have said the same thing against Graves, and here we played with them, as a kind of traded back and forth and went from a 7-point game to a 14-point game back and forth there for –
without your starting quarterback.
Yeah, without a starting quarterback there for most of the first half. And, and we spotted them 14 early with little to no effort, just kind of laid down and let them have it. And so when we started playing, I think the light clicked on for some of those guys. I think tonight we really needed tonight, I'll be honest with you. With all the off-the-field stuff we've been dealing with, and then to lose some heartbreakers, we really needed a confidence builder going into Owensboro and then Hart County.
Who's a good team as well.
Yes, very good team, much improved. We needed tonight for the kids to understand that what we're doing, it's good. I think we've got good players, and when we give great effort with great execution, we're a good ball club with a good offense and defensive scheme. We just got to make the plays. And we give up the one touchdown. We got two guys right there on the running back wheeling out of the backfield, and got two guys there. We just got to make those plays. And for the most part tonight, we made most of them, gave up one, but we just got to keep getting better every week. And we will work on us, whether it's Owensboro or whether it's Ohio County or whoever we're playing. We will continue to focus on things that we've got to do better individually and as a whole group, and show up and hopefully we get off the bus and give ourselves a fighting chance.
Coach, we look forward to it next week.
Appreciate
Season's
it.
coming to an end really quick.
Yes, sir.
That's head coach Brian Jones. We'll come up and wrap it up after this. This is Cougar Football on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
We've all seen it. People who thought COVID was a myth.
I thought the vaccine was a hoax.
It's hard to breathe.
It don't try to kill you in just one way. It try to kill you in multiple ways.
Now her whole family has tested positive for COVID-19.
That vaccine could have stopped all of this.
I would definitely have opted to get it.
If they're not vaccinated, get vaccinated. See.
Call the COVID-19 hotline at 1-800-232-0233.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Cougar football on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Cougars pick up a 52-7 victory against the Eagles of Ohio County. A dominating win for the Cougars tonight, and it's good always to talk to Coach Jones. It's good to talk to him anytime, but after a big win like this, it just makes it even better. Grayson County picks up the win tonight. Let's run down the scoring from this game. Grayson County got the ball first. First play, they said, you know what, let's run a little trick play and throw it out and intercept it. Didn't go well. Then the defense stood up. Grayson County's defense got a stop, and then Hunter Felty found Jaron Van Meter for a 35-yard touchdown pass. They've turned the lights out on us already. Usually we're at least done with the broadcast then, but I guess not. They're saying that we need to leave, but we still got a post-game show to do. As Hunter Felty found Jaron Van Meter a 35-yard touchdown pass, Grayson County was up 6-0. It didn't stop there. Excuse me, a 5-yard touchdown run by McCready, a 5-yard touchdown run by Felty, and Grayson County was up 20-6 at the half. In the second half, the Cougars just laid it on. A 17-yard touchdown pass from Felty to Wood. A 16-yard interception returned by Chandler McCready for a touchdown. A 50-yard touchdown pass from Felty to Wood. McCready, a 47-yard touchdown, and Michael Wood, a 12-yard touchdown that made it and brought us to our score at 52-7. That's how the Cougars do it. Next week, it gets a little tougher. Owensboro stands on the horizon, and that is what will be coming up next for this Grayson County football team. We'll be there live next Friday night. So it'll be Friday, October the 22nd, I believe is what that is. We'll have the coverage right here on K105 and also on K105 Digital Productions. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work tonight. Your camera operators were Cody Brock and Alex Cook, and your producer/director was Chase Blaine. So on a night where the Grayson County Cougars improved to 4-4 on the season with a 52-7 victory against Ohio County, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.